right, guys, welcome back to the Empty Bottle Pod. Of course, today we've got my best friend, Kel, in the house. What's up, Kel?
How we doing, bud?
Our guest today, Rob. How you doing, brother?
What up, what up?
What up? Of course, we got LJ over there on the boards.
Like he's going to forget about me.
Larry's looking at me like, don't you dare forget about me, man.
I'm third.
Why you always got to put me last?
Well, the last time you were late, so right now you're last, brother. You just went down a peg.
Wow.
This time, I was super late.
He's super late.
Yeah, we almost
Yeah, I
started
was
without you
super
today.
late. I normally, bro, like,
We're going to call you Y-Spin.
don't do that.
Yeah, that's your name.
Don't do
Y-Spin.
that.
Yeah. We had a guy, episode 2 was a Y-Spin. Dude's an hour late getting here. Like, man, we're about to just go inside, bro. You know, like, we're definitely.
No, what about the one lady?
Elizabeth.
Yes.
She was late too, but that was a good show.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to keep going.
We kind of did, yeah.
Y'all did.
We got kind of lit at the end there, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did get kind of toasty.
We did. Yeah, well, I was drinking bourbon, and then I had some vodka at the end. That was a terrible idea. Horrible.
Did you bring
idea.
anything this time to get toasty?
I did not.
hold on.
I'm so
Hold on.
dehydrated. My piss comes with the label that says add water.
There you go.
You know this is called the Empty Bottle Podcast. You got to have something in front of you.
Well, see, they got piss in a bottle for you right
That's
there.
it. There
Coors.
it is. Piss in
There
the
goes
bottle.
my add water.
That's it.
We got to do our plug-in. Coors.
Larry's having problems with the mic, so hear all this clicking and popping going on. What you doing?
Miller
you
Lite.
good?
That's
You
good,
got
too.
nothing. We can't hear you, Larry. You got nothing over there.
Oh, there was another one.
Yep, you're back. Larry, you're back.
No.
As long as nobody's drinking Bud Light, then
Yeah,
we're
he's
good.
gonna switch his mic.
Yeah.
Out. There you go. Yeah. Rob, how you been, brother?
Good, man.
Yeah. What's
Good.
up with you?
Just chilling, just chilling.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
How are
see
you
Rob's
doing? I haven't
face.
seen you in a while, man.
It's been a while. Yeah. Yeah. So me and Rob work together as realtors, and
That's where you know this guy.
that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So I haven't been in the office for what, 2 months.
Dude, the
now?
last time I saw him, he was dying in pain on his couch.
Yesterday?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was in my office laying down, just
Yep.
like done.
Why?
Yeah,
Then
what
you got that
happened?
cyst going.
I don't remember. Is
That's
that
what it was.
Yeah.
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 That's
I had
exactly what it
something
was.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
See,
Oh,
that
sucked.
that type of pain you were going through, now you know what I was dealing with for like every day.
Yeah, what was
for
that?
a
What was
year.
going
The
on?
kidney
There?
I don't know,
stone?
man. Doctors still haven't diagnosed it.
Really?
Yep.
Because you were down for a while.
I've been-
Well, it was that and your headaches though.
Yeah, well, the headaches I've kind of resolved a little bit, but this right here, the only way I was able to do anything about it was to kind of figure out what my diet was.
Mm.
All right, now what are you pointing to?
Right, my
Kidney?
it's kind of like over in that area. I got gastrointestinal issues.
Oh, okay.
So for like a year and a half, I just had super sharp stabbing pains to the point I can only be on my feet for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's why I stopped going in the office.
funny thing because
It's painful. Is not funny.
no, this is the funny thing.
You're in so much pain, but hey, this is hilarious. By the way,
My birthday's in like a couple of days, right? So exactly on my birthday last year, I ate my birthday dinner and I started having these really bad stomach pains, like really bad.
Yeah.
And it lasted all year. Every 2 or 3 days, it would come back. Every 2-3 days, come back, no matter what I did. Toward the end, now I started taking like ibuprofen to kind of like.
Well, I mean, meth will do that to you, though.
Well, I stopped meth a long time ago.
All right. Okay. Good.
You know, my
That's
hair's-
why we drink.
Yeah. But anyway, so my birthday's coming up in a couple of days, and I haven't had the pain in like a month. It just went away.
Really? Just in time for your birthday.
I
What are you
don't-
going to be? 74 now?
73.
Okay. I was close. That was a good guess.
I look good. To be
I
73.
remember one time I was coming into my office, and my office was a little different than most like realtor offices, right? I'd have a desk in the corner, then I had like wicker chairs. You've seen my office. I had
Yeah.
wicker chairs in there and footrest, right? And I remember one time I was coming to the office, and my boss, Chastity, she'll be on her next week. She comes up to me, she goes, "Hey, when you go to your office, just be quiet." I said, "Why? What's going on?" She goes, "Rob's got a headache, man. He's in your office." I said, "Okay, cool, like no problem, right?" I go in there, I creep in the door, right, and Rob's just passed the hell out, dude, right? And I was like trying to let him sleep, do whatever. All of a sudden he's like, "Hey, man, I'll get out of here." I'm like, "No, bro, sit down, relax. It's a quiet, dark room."
What Arnold
You're
say?
fine.
It's a tumor.
It's a tumor, yeah. So you were in the Marine Corps a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we got another veteran in the room. So
Yeah.
you know that Larry is actually the active duty veteran in the room right now.
Active duty, baby.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he doesn't know.
No, you tell him.
Oh yeah, so I came in 2011,
Mm-hmm.
and then I decided, well, some things happened, and
So you're after
I
retired.
didn't I didn't reenlist.
Funny.
So I didn't reenlist, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna
That's his.
So-
Oh, it's my cup.
No, you're fine.
So I got out of the Marine Corps, and then I was like, I got bit by a dog.
What?
Yeah, I got bit by a dog, and I was like, you know what, I need that Tractor Select Plus, the reserve.
What kind
So-
of dog?
It was like a boxer.
What was you doing to the dog?
I didn't do anything. All right, that's like a whole other
Well,
thing.
all right, all right.
So
We're
somebody,
not even gonna get into that.
somebody told me, "Hey, no, the dog's fine." Dog was not fine.
I don't.
See,
like
I had the
those
same
people.
kind of thing, man. My first time as a realtor, I was my very first property I was going to show, my very first rental. There were a couple dogs that were in the backyard, and I called the owner of the house. I said, "Hey, we can't get in through the front door. Somebody actually locked one of the locks that shouldn't have been locked."
Yeah.
So she says, "Well, you can go around through the back because the back door is always open." I said, "Well, you got dogs in the backyard."
That's a
She
joke
goes,
there.
"No, they're okay. Don't worry about it. They love people." I said, "Okay." I put my hand on the top of the fence because I was trying to get that little lever to open up so I can get in there. As soon as I put my hand on the top of that fence, that dog bit me right in the hand.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Oh
yo,
my
so yeah, it was a
God.
fence. So same thing. Yeah, it was like
He's playing on the fence too.
no. So we were coming back from fishing. All right, and then they were like, the guy was like, "Yeah, man, no, like the dogs are barking, whatever. You can go ahead and just pop the fence." So I had to reach over the fence to unlatch it, and a dog bit the shit out of my hand. Dog only had 2 teeth in his mouth, so one of them got me.
That was that left fang.
And so I was like, you know what? Like I had VA healthcare, but I forgot that I even signed up for it. And I was like, you know what? I need a little bit of something because this could happen. And I ended up going reserves, and then I actually had like a heartfelt moment with some of the guys that I was training this last couple weeks.
Right.
And one of the guys was like, "Hey man, I really appreciate having you because you were the first guy that we had, and like to teach us stuff." Well, that's like that was one of the reasons why I came back active duty. So it's just
For
to
the
train.
medical?
No. Well, I already had that.
Okay.
No, it was because
Because it's great medical and
No.
active duty.
it was because like I really enjoy like
Change your socks, get some Motrin, drink some water.
yeah, you'd be good.
That's about it, right?
But I really enjoyed showing guys like, hey, there's more. Like, hey, if there's white space, like if we're just sitting around, let's do something. Let's find something to do.
Yeah.
Let's train. Let's make sure that we're learning something. If it's not
He's
for
so
me, it's for
moto. Have you
somebody
noticed
else.
how moto this guy is? Like
Total moto.
total
Oh,
moto.
wow.
Right? It's like he's one of those by the book kind of guys.
You got a different definition for moto? Because I'm thinking of Surf Ninja. You're like,
Super motivated.
moto surf.
But
You guys remember that?
No.
You don't remember that?
What's
movie?
old
moto
ass.
surf? Dude, we're not 93.
I know. That's why I said I remember that
Oh,
movie,
okay,
Surf
okay.
Ninja.
But look, to go back on the whole headaches thing, man, because I have migraines like 3 or 4. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 times a week,
Right.
and it's to the point where it's just maddening. But I finally got my my VA taken care of. So now,
Did you?
Yeah, I went from 40% to 80%.
Nice. Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
the
People don't
joys of-
understand that fight to get a percentage from the VA, man. We've already fought the real fight. Now we're fighting another fight to get our own benefits back.
Well, the
you
hard
know?
part is if you try to do it, it's just like going to court by yourself. You go to court by yourself, good luck. Well, if you try to
Yeah.
fight the VA by yourself, good luck. Well, I tried to appeal twice, and I got rejected twice. So I went ahead and I got one of these VA attorneys, hooked me right up.
Really?
Nice.
Yep.
See, I got one going right now, and they boosted me a little bit, but didn't adjust my overall rating. So it's like, I got to go back and fight all that again.
Well,
You
here's
know?
the good part, man, because the good part was
When did you get out?
2010.
Jeez, okay, yeah.
But my retirement, because I was only 40%, they were taking like half of my retirement
Yeah.
because they were only going to give me the 40% for the VA. So I was only getting, I don't know, it was like $800
Yeah.
for the 40%. But now that I went over that 50% mark, I'm getting that concurrent receipt. So I
Right.
get my
Yep.
full retirement check back, and on top of that, I get the 8%.
Nice.
Yeah.
How you do
It's
it?
a fight that people don't understand, man.
It is, man.
You know, it totally. I've been dealing with that since 2007, and when I got out, still trying to get my stuff changed. And it's just, it's frustrating.
Do
That
you
might
have
be a
an
whole nother
attorney? Did you
podcast.
talk to
I
any
do.
attorney?
Yeah, I've got a
Oh, wow.
whole team that's working for this thing.
All
Like
right.
it's like, oh my god, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. What did you do when you were in the Marines? What did you do?
I was HE. I started as a 1341, retired as a 1349.
Okay. All right. You were HE. So were you a mech or an operator? What did you do?
It was a mechanic.
Were you a mechanic?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I was a 3521. I didn't know that you were a mechanic. I
Yeah.
was a diesel mechanic when I was in.
Oh, there you go.
Were you really?
Yep, Motor THE. Here you go.
Oh, no shit. That's funny. So I've known you for how long?
Small Marine Corps.
Small Marine
I
Corps.
was gonna say you guys are friends for how long? Did
Right?
you
It's
just-
like,
Yo, I was telling you about it last time. Like I was going to look at a travel trailer, and the guy that I was talking to about it knew somebody I knew from like back in 2018.
it's a big world, but tiny Marine Corps,
big
man.
small world.
That's how it is out here, man.
Big small.
But this
world.
area is different, too. I mean, we're in a military town. We're in a Marine Corps town.
The
Like,
cesspool. Everything comes through here.
yeah, but there's just so many damn Marines out here. Active duty,
Even
retired.
when you go through your
know.
whole enlistment and then you retire wherever you are, you end up back here.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. Yeah, a lot of people
Yep.
do. I bumped into my drill instructor in Iraq. I mean, like, Oh, what's up, dude? Staff Sergeant Cisneros, how you been? You know. It's like,
Well, the people that you're going to meet here that are retired, you have to find out like where they originally came from. Like my wife and I, we're both from New Jersey, so there was no way that there was ever any possibility that I was going to retire from the Marine Corps and go back to Jersey. None.
Yeah. Well, your jersey comes out every now and then.
It only comes out when I get mad, or if I'm dealing with people from New York,
That's
and
when that
we're trying to
headache
go over
kicks
the
in,
accent.
then the
That's
jersey
right.
comes out.
That's it.
Trying to get Larry to give me a little more boost on my mic. There you go, brother. Right there. There we go. I can hear you a little better. All right. Yeah.
You know, the whole time I'm like, oh, for him? Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
got
no,
you, bro.
for-
I'm gonna just turn it up.
For me,
He's like,
motherfucker. But it's funny. I'll talk to Rob, and Rob's like, "Oh, cool, calm." He'll have a joke every now and then. And every now and then, his jersey comes out. It's like, "Oh, there it is. I got you.
see you in there.
It's like,
Come on out and play with us.
Well, you just got to get in bed and go. You're darn tootin', I'm angry.
oh my gosh, shut the
I'm
fuck
from
up.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Jeez.
Yeah, sure,
What
you
did
betcha.
you know?
Right? Everyone's like, "Hey, you know the movie Farrell? Oh, shut the fuck up. Yes,
Leave me
I
the
know
fuck
Farrell.
alone,
Right?
man.
Yeah, if you watch Scene 32,
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
in the
it many
background. That's me. You was in it. Now.
Oh, you're from Jersey? Well, we watched The Sopranos. Yeah, what the fuck ever. Fuck
Right.
off, dude.
Dang.
So, how long did you do in the Marine Corps?
20 years.
Did you really?
Get the whole thing.
20 years in a couple days.
So when'd you go in?
Fuck thing. It was
18.
December 26,
Four score and
1989.
7 years ago.
1989.
89. I was 3
Jeez.
when you were in. Okay.
Yo, I wasn't even born. You know, Toy Story wasn't even.
I know,
born?
when you said
Toy
you came to the Marine Corps in
Story.
2011, I'm like, I'm already been fucking retired a year, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
There he is, baby boy.
I went in 03 at least. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? But damn, 89, bro. That's a long
89,
time.
yep.
So did you go to Desert Storm or anything like that?
No, I was actually in Okinawa when that all went down.
Okay. All right.
So was I.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You
My-
probably delivered in food.
No, my neighbor came back. My neighbor came back from, I guess, deployment. So he had all that extra, like, he was bringing over, like, cases of gum and, like, candy and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool.
But she didn't deliver food?
Who delivered food?
Did you deliver food?
Dude, I was like, what? 11?
This is
12?
Okinawa. I'm surprised you didn't have a bike with a basket in the front.
In Okinawa?
Yeah, man.
Why the hell would I have a bike?
Because that's just what, I think of Okinawa.
Wow. That's where you're at.
Think of Street Fighter, Ken and Ryu. Nothing like that at all.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. It was pretty cool, though. It was pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
So,
I remember when that whole thing popped off. Neighbor came back. He was
What?
eating all the MREs and everything.
what never came back?
The neighbor, because he got deployed out there too.
And
I
he never,
wasn't in the military. My neighbor was.
all right.
So when he came back, he brought he had like packs of gum and candy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So
That's kind of wasn't when we came back from Iraq, though. I had all kinds of dumb crap to come out.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
I
passing
had
shits off.
sodas that had, it was written in Arabic, right? So I called it Haji Dew, Haji Coke, Haji Pepsi, and all that kind of stuff. But I had friends that actually took apart, weapons and brought them back a piece at a time, kind of thing.
That's
you know?
smart. That's smart.
Yep,
Yeah.
that man, a lot of people did that for Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
I
They
can
found
imagine.
out a way. They knew the ways. They understood the force
Yeah.
and got everything back the way that they needed.
Just
to.
gotta disassemble it all in a little at a time. That's all it really
That's
was.
it.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit these days. You're still gonna get nailed.
So why'd you stay out in this area? Why did you stay in Lejeune?
Just mainly because my wife and I were both from New Jersey, so I had already asked her. I said, listen, the time is it's coming short here for us to figure out what we're gonna do. I said, I don't know about you. I said, but I'd rather stay here. I don't feel like going back to Jersey.
Yeah.
And then she
She
says,
was good
I don't
with
want to
it.
go back to Jersey either. I was like, all right, so that's it. We got a done deal. So we bought our first house here. It was as soon as we got back from Okinawa because I've never owned a house before.
When did you get back from Okinawa?
2007.
Okay.
Oh, so you probably
Okay.
you went there when I was. How long was you there?
When I went there with my wife, we were there for 4 years.
I was there with my dad from '89 to '96.
Oh, all right. Well, then you were there when I was there the first time then, because I was there the first time back in '91, I think.
I was definitely there.
Yeah, and I was only there for a year. That was my first duty station.
What base?
I was over on Fatima.
Fatima?
Is that where you were?
No, I was in McTuris. My dad worked at Kadena.
Yeah. Your dad was a Marine too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just filled them all over the place. Yeah. But what made you stay here now? You bought a house here.
We bought a house here, and we were already living here. I was trying to figure out what my next position was going to be, what I was going to do next. She was running a daycare at one of our for our church that was here in the area, and she just decided that she didn't want to go back to Jersey. Her family was already starting to make their way down. Her father lives out in Salisbury, North Carolina. Her brother lives out in Charlotte, so they're all kind of slowly started making their way. All my family is all still back in Jersey, so they won't
We ain't
come
going
back.
nowhere.
Yeah,
Well,
no, fuck that bullshit.
No
fucking
fucking way.
Fuck North
Bro,
Carolina.
fucking way.
he's told me stories about his dad. I'm like, he's like the quintessential Jersey guy, where it's like, yeah, I won't fuck with your dad.
Well,
you know?
yeah. My dad was born and raised in New York City. I don't know if
My
it was
dad's
the
from New
Bronx or
York.
Brooklyn, but
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
my dad's
Mount
fucking
Vernon, though.
badass.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think if I would have met your dad, I would have been, yes sir, and just gone, and I don't want to talk to this guy any longer. You know.
Yeah, he did some. He definitely did some stuff on the side. I'll just put it that way. But stuff that he just doesn't tell us.
He delivered pizzas, like Kelly.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what it
Every
is.
That
day
pizza
I'm
fell off a
hustling.
truck, and
Every day I'm
that pizza
hustling.
fell off a truck, and hey, fuck you, motherfucker.
Why does pizza have holes in it? Don't ask questions. It's just-
Just
want
take it and
holes,
shut
you
the fuck up.
That's good, man.
So one thing that we always talk about on here, and then Kelly, some will find a way to get into it, so I'm gonna do it for him.
What's up?
He's always talking about flat Earth, aliens, and supernatural science, stuff like that. He's a big believer on the flat Earth theory.
No.
Bullshit.
I like the debate
Oh,
of it.
God.
I like the possibility that it possibly could be something there.
What do you think?
Do I think the Earth is flat? No.
Bullshit. You will defend the hell out of that.
Oh yeah,
man.
just
I
piss me
think all you got to really do is look in the night sky and know that that's a false theory. Just looking at the moon, because the moon is round.
Yeah. Why is everything else round?
technically the moon's flat.
How is it flat? Because we only see
Are
it from
you-
one
are you
angle.
saying it's
Yo,
just
tell me that.
You only
Like-
see one angle.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's stuck
So
in one
this-
position.
Well,
Right.
So what you're saying is perception is
We live in the
reality.
Matrix.
No, perception is
that may
reality.
be
You know
true,
that one.
actually.
Perception-
Rob, you know that.
Right. That's like
He glitched. He's back.
Was it a backside
Right.
room?
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's a lot of weird stuff out there. And yeah.
So, again, the best way to debunk this is Larry's theory. Okay, go ahead, Larry.
All right, yo, super easy.
Go ahead.
Best
So
way.
if you get in a plane and you fly around the outside of the Antarctica, right? It should take, if it's flat Earth is a real thing, it should take longer for you to do that than fly around the equator.
Right?
That's not debunking it.
How is it not?
I thought you was
debunking
gonna
it?
come
That's
with something
super
like.
easy. I've said this
First
3 times
of
to
all, you're only flying what you think you're flying. Like, okay, so if you go, say there's like a gap.
you. What are you talking about?
Say there's a gap in
How
the
is
ice
there
wall.
a gap?
Wait,
So like
no, I'm saying you keep it to your right the whole time. It's to your right the whole time,
Yeah.
and then you fly the equator.
okay,
Then you have a basis. You know the heading of everything, right?
Right.
You fly Antarctica,
right.
then it should be longer than the equator.
What if you took Antarctica and push it in a little bit?
But how you can push
Shut
it
your
in if you
ass
got an
up.
ice wall?
Huh?
if the Earth is flat,
Because
you
the
got
ice wall is not Antarctica.
Come on,
Rob,
Rob.
help me out here, dude. Help me with this, dude.
Am
Look,
I-
I-
He's like, I'm getting a headache already.
No, I don't know anything about the whole flat thing, but I can tell you about the supernatural if you guys want to.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes,
You
yes.
see where I'm trying to
Yes.
get at?
I know, I know.
So, like-
when you
But
said
Rob-
that, I'm like, oh, okay, we got
Yes.
some stories here. I
Alright.
got some
Wait,
stories.
but Rob-
supernatural as far as spirits or like
Hold on, just let the man talk in this.
Oh,
one.
aliens.
okay. All right.
All right, so look, I didn't believe in any of that shit.
you didn't.
I did not. So you can watch all the TV shows you want for like Ghost Hunters. And you believe the shit when you see it on Ghost Hunters?
Nah.
No, not,
Okay,
not
so
really.
you're gonna watch them go into a room. They're gonna put a camera up. They're
Right.
gonna do this or that. I
Right,
mean,
right.
how easy is it to falsify that shit? Like,
It's really easy.
fucking real easy, right?
Right.
But if you're not seeing that for your own eyes and experience for yourself, you're not gonna believe it. But for me,
True.
I didn't believe it. I had no belief in ghosts and spirits and any of that shit. And it wasn't until after I retired, my first job that I did, I was a police officer on Camp Lejeune.
Right. Now let me ask you this real quick. You said something about your wife working at a daycare at the church you guys were at.
Mm-hmm.
So are you a spiritual person? You would say.
I would say, yeah. I married a preacher's daughter, so
Okay. So with that being said, you know those are spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't believe in ghosts.
No.
Okay, let him talk. Trust me.
No, I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to be spiritual, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's a whole nother thing. But to actually
The reason I
believe
keep
that there
saying
are
seriously is
ghosts.
because we were all in the office listening to this man talk what he's about to tell us, and we're all just like shutting up, and we're like,
Let this man cook.
yeah.
Go ahead, do
All right,
do your
so
work. Do your work.
my FTO, all of a sudden, like first couple times that we'd go out, she'd have like this little
More
kind of-
acronyms
yeah,
again.
she
What's
had
an
like this
FTO?
little
Yes,
What's an
please.
FTO?
field training officer.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry. Apologize.
For the non-essential
But
personnel.
what she would do is she would take us out, and then she had like her little recording devices. So
Mm-hmm.
anytime that we got out, and we weren't on a call specifically, but we were on like our regular patrol rounds. So if it was one of these little hot spots or hot areas that she's experienced these things before,
All right.
she would always do a disclaimer, right? So she would go, "Hey, this is so-and-so. I'm out here in the area. I got Rob with me, blah, blah, blah. What you can't do is you can't attach it." I'm like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Listen, I have to do this because if I don't do this, then what these things do is they attach themselves to you, and then you wind up taking these things home, and then your homes are haunted." I'm like,
Mm.
"All right, well,
Right. Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
true. Yeah,
really
spitting
I'm
facts.
not getting into this."
Sure.
So there's a couple of places that we went to a couple nights. There's some places that were over on Camp Johnson that were haunted.
we were
right?
talking about this last
Can
show.
y'all leave my fishing spot
We were
alone?
talking, no,
for
the
like-
white buildings. We were talking about
I
this last show.
know.
Last episode, we were
Okay.
talking about this. Yeah. Yeah.
So there is a main building. Like, as soon as you came back onto camp,
you know it's gone now, right?
Right,
They
it-
bulldozed them.
Oh,
no.
did they?
It's that main building when you're coming on the camp.
Okay.
Johnson,
All
it's
right.
different.
Okay.
So it's like when you're getting back into the old area where the staff academy used to be,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So there's this main white building that used to be, I think it was an admin building, but in the back side of that building, they used to have a morgue because they had freezers back there. And apparently, from World War II, that's where they used to bring the bodies, and they would put them in there and whatever. But I got no proof of that. I have no idea to back that statement up.
Right.
I'm just going off the stuff that other people told me. But
Right.
we'd go to that building specifically, and she would come out and she'd whip out a disclaimer, and then you could walk around and you can kind of hear things, but it just doesn't make any sense. And it's not until we got back into the vehicle she'd hit rewind, and then she'd start playing it, and you can actually no shit hear voices in the background on the tape.
Bro.
Dude, it was nuts, man. Like, when we got back here to that building the first time that I was with her, and she whipped out the disclaimer, and then she started hitting play. I think there was a voice, if I remember correctly, that was like, "She's back." But
Oh, really?
that's how you hear. Like,
Those buildings right there?
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
let's see. Yeah, it's one of those buildings.
One of those old buildings? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
I'd have to pick it up.
So that you actually hear them say that?
yeah,
kind of
you
stuff?
can hear it,
Bro,
You-
I fished
no
that
shit.
spot.
But here's
every
the thing: if you're just
Every day.
if you're just listening, like if you took all of this shit off and you just went into one of those areas, you'd probably hear something like. That's all you would hear.
Yeah.
It would just sound like noise. But you have to no kidding record it, and when you record it and you play back, that's when you hear the voices that are on there. So,
Because it picks up the electric static kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
dude, there were some times where she'd just be walking around and she'd take her cell phone and she's just randomly like taking pictures over her shoulder, like behind her head and going back here. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, that's where the spirits are. They're always behind you. They don't want to be in front of you. They want to be behind you because they want to have like some kind of thing that they're following somebody."
Yeah.
And you could take your
Wow.
phone, but
Nope.
here's the thing.
Nope.
If you don't have that connection,
Take somebody else.
you could sit there all day because there's spots that we used to go to,
Right,
and
yep.
I grab my cell phone and I'm like, "This is a bunch of bullshit." And I'm
Yep.
just gonna start taking pictures, and you can look, but there's nothing there.
Right.
But her phone, you'd always see like this white stream or a
Yep.
green stream or a red stream, and she was
Really?
breaking it down like what each one of the colors represent. This is a good spirit. This is a bad spirit. This is this. This is that. I'm like, this is like way into the weeds. We pulled up into this one building that was back there. I don't remember. It was one of those ones that kind of looked like where it says number 2, where it says Montfort
Yeah.
Point Camp 2
Oh, yeah.
2A. It was something, one of those.
It's like 200 buildings.
Yeah, but it was in the back, and we had pulled up to the front in just one of the parking lots right in front of that building. And then she started doing her disclaimer thing, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat like, all right, well, there's nothing really happening here. And there's, mind you, here's the thing. There's no power connected to these things.
Yeah.
They're not. They're already shut off.
That's what I was telling you about.
So
Yep.
we're sitting here, blah, 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 and she's doing her thing. And then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, the fucking warehouse lights came on. And then they shut off. And I sat there like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, hey, did you see that? She goes, what are you talking about? What happened? I said, the warehouse lights came on. She goes, Rob, there's no way the warehouse lights are going to come on. The power shut off. I'm like, they just fucking came on.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I have friends that can verify this. The other friends that's been in the Marine Corps and kind of stuff like that and work back there. They go, yeah, man, these lights flicker all the time. There's no power back there.
yeah.
Weird, dude.
It's totally weird.
Yeah.
So we backed out. We left. We went
I
on
hate
the
both
main
of you.
street, and then we pulled back over. And as soon as we pull back over, she's doing her thing. She's going through her thing, and she's just trying to like listen and record. I'm just sitting here, and I'm just looking back and forth. I'm looking at the rear, and all of a sudden I look in the rear view mirror, and I look back at that building. Lights come on, and it's not like they even flickered, man. They're on. And I sat there like looking, watching. Finally, I turned all the way around, and I looked from my own eyes, and the lights were on. As soon as my eyeballs made contact with it, the lights came off. Now, mind you, they were probably
Bro.
on at this point like a solid 10 seconds. It's not like it was not like it.
Stop
Oh,
playing.
shit,
I'm
flickered. All right, well, sorry.
Hey Rob,
Melanin.
Can you show me
Larry.
on this map, dog? Where you saw that?
That's probably towards the back, towards the water, though, right?
Shut up.
No, it was.
Yeah, not toward the water.
So there's there's the gate right there.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it's on the backside
Yeah,
where
keep
old
going.
Montfort Point.
Yeah,
used to
keep
be.
going, back there, right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, back there.
Oh, see that little fishing spot right there? That's where
yeah.
Kel
Oh,
goes.
you're talking about this building right here.
No, that's the officers' building.
Okay.
But those right there, those are the old buildings, right?
Well, pull it down a little bit. Go. No. Zoom in.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't want to
No,
see
I'm just gonna show you
where this motherfucker
All right,
is.
hold on a second. I'm just gonna get up and point.
All right.
I just want shrimp and crab
Zoom in a little more.
and red drum.
Zoom in.
Yeah, you see where? No,
zoom in. Yeah, wrong one. There you go.
Pull it down.
Come down.
No.
Down,
Other way.
pull the
That's
screen.
up. Go
Oh, I'm
down.
sorry, I'm
oh
sorry,
my
I'm
God.
Down.
Keep going down. This you can use your fingers on the screen there, Larry.
All right, that one.
There you go.
So you see where it says?
Oh.
Is that it right there?
Nope, it's not. It's
Yeah.
further up.
Hold on. I think it was that one. Right there.
See right there where it says, what does that say?
Nope, Kelly won't go
Wilson
there?
Drive. I come down that way and I bank a left.
Yeah.
So I go that way. Nope, I don't go that way. I go the other way. Yeah, and then that and scroll up.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see what you're talking
No,
about. Yep.
scroll up.
No, down.
Oh,
there.
yeah, they-
So I swoop around and then go
Yeah.
back to the water where that pier. That's where I fish right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I talked to many people. They said that's not haunted. That's like
Oh yeah. Many people over there.
like
Yeah,
good
yeah,
angels
yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Yeah.
Fish, red drum, shrimp, crab.
The
Well,
red drum that says haunted. Okay, that's good.
Now I'll tell you, like one of the really hot spots there is Camp Devil Dog. Camp Devil Dog is the fucking hot
Yo,
ground, dude.
can I talk about that?
Yeah.
Yo,
Wait,
so
on
I-
Johnson?
Yo, no.
No.
It's on base.
No, where they used to have a tent city for MCT.
It's just
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
south
okay.
of the air station.
Yeah, I know where you're
So hey Rob, so I
at. We had
actually
to do a
met
run walk.
I
there
met the
thing.
archaeologist for the base.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I talked to him and he showed me
What?
all of the burial grounds.
There's a ton out there.
There's so much. So actually, I'm going to show you,
You
on
know
the
about
screen.
yeah.
So check this out right here. So here's the air station
I don't fish there at all.
right here. So you know right here, this is the marina. We all know that, right?
Mhm.
So if you come right down here where this bend is, this right here,
Yeah.
it's a huge burial ground.
No way.
It's a huge burial ground. And also, I didn't tell any of my guys this, but this right here, this building, there's a burial ground like right here. And
Yeah.
there's also a burial ground somewhere in this area. And there's also
There's a lot of them.
a
back
possible
There,
burial ground right in about this area.
man. There's a ton over there.
Now you know why it's a hot spot.
And then all down
Yeah.
here, all of this is lit up in red and green.
Oh yeah. There's a ton of it.
So there was a night that we were out at somewhere out at Camp Devil Dog, right? Now we got out there roughly around 2:00 in the morning or so. And there was another guy that was with us. He was in a different vehicle, but we sat out there. Here we go.
Yeah, this is a good one.
So we pull up, and because it was just raining, right? And
Right.
now you have the mist that's coming out of the ground. That's one of the other things that she would say too. She would say, You know, if it's kind of like just a dry night, and you're really not going to get a whole lot of action. But if you get a night like the night that we were out there, where it was misty, it just rained, the ground is wet, like that is your perfect
Larry
night.
shaking his head like, yep.
For spirits to come out. So we're sitting there, and we have the headlights on, and we're just pointing straight out. I'm in the driver's seat. She's over here on the right, and we're just sitting there. We're watching. And I shit you not, dude, out of nowhere, it had to be back about 100 meters or so. There was just these orange fucking eyeballs that had just opened up, and you're just looking at these orange lights. And they're not like eyeballs like our eyeballs. They're like the size of this fucking microphone eyeballs. And they're just sitting here. And I'm like, just staring at it going,
Are those floating eyeballs?
I reach over and I start pointing on her shoulder, or, you know, tapping her in the shoulder. And she's like, what's going on? I said, look fucking straight ahead. So she's looking straight ahead. She goes, oh, do you see the orange eyeballs?
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
And I said, yeah. I said, I want to make sure that you see them. She goes, yeah, I see them. And then we're just watching them. And then all of a sudden, like, they start moving to the left. They start moving to the right. They blink, and they come back. And
Pizza. There you go. Yeah.
the other guy that we were with, he was sitting right next to me. And he's like, holy shit, you see those fucking orange eyeballs? I'm like, yeah, dude, you see them? He's like,
Captain Obvious.
now,
Thank you. Yeah.
he's a 03, or he used to be an 03. He gets out of the fucking car, starts running across this field, like, straight to it. And I'm going, what in the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm going to go see what this thing is. So this thing is just sitting there all nice and quiet and calm. It's still there. It's still looking. And all of a sudden, it just starts fading off. And then, poof, it's gone. And this is like maybe 50 feet, like, before he even gets out there.
All right, so
Bro.
eyes with
Holy
like the
shit.
pupils. And
No.
everything?
We're not. We're talking like reptilian. Like, it had the what would you call it? Like the
Pulp reptilian eye. No.
Yeah, I know you're talking about like the diamond or almost teardrop.
You said it blinked
double
weird too,
teardrop.
right?
Mhm.
Dude. Oh my God. I would have shat myself. Gone. Fuck
I almost
this.
did.
You know, like yep. I'm not arguing with you. Cool. There's a thing. I'm not fucking with it. I'm out of here.
Well,
You know.
here's another good one. So this other night we're on Lejeune. Our patrol area is the back of the like the old
Like that. Eyes
Fuck.
like that.
like that one down there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Like that.
my God, dude.
So the oh my God, what did they call the fucking officers bar? The officers club. The Oak Club.
Oak Club.
OC.
Oak Club.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going toward the Oak Club, and she's letting me know. Now, remind me to tell you about the one on New River Air Station for the Child Development Center. I'll tell you that one now,
Okay.
afterwards.
Yeah.
This one didn't involve me. This was the guy that when she finished training me, she trained him, and then his story of what they ran into at the Child Development Center.
Oh, okay.
But
All right. Yeah.
we get to the officers club, and she's like, hey, I'm just letting you know, this building is always secure. It's always secure. It doesn't matter which patrol unit goes back here. Every time I'm coming back here, they know that I'm coming back here. We will find a door open, and we'll go inside. And the reason is because they want to talk to me when we get there. And I'm like,
So the spirits actually unlock a door for her?
yes.
What?
Yes.
All right.
I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding. This is bullshit. Pull up in the parking lot. We get out. We're checking all the doors. Everything's secure. And I'm like, all right, this is great. Well, we go around toward the back side. We go where the pool side, or the pool entry.
You talking about this one over here?
No, not on New River. It's on Lejeune.
Roger.
So I get to these doors, and as soon as I grab the doors, I pull the doors open, and there's like this rush of air. It just pushes me against my face, and I heard like something. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Bro.
So
Nope.
no,
Gone.
No, hold on. We get inside. We start walking around. She starts doing her disclaimer thing as we're in there, and there's all kinds of funky shit that's going on in here as we're in there, right?
Right.
So we get out. We get back we get back into the vehicle, and she's rewinding, and then we get to this spot, and you can hear me as I'm walking around going, nope, this door is secure. Nope, this door is secure. I get to this one, going, oh, I found this door open. And as soon as I open the door, you hear,
Oh my God, dude. No.
dude,
No.
plainest fucking day. I said, you got to rewind that. No. That was that air. That was somebody that was right there as soon as I fucking opened that door. Yeah.
No way, dude.
Yep.
You talking about this one right here?
Is it one of them right off the circle or the old?
Yeah.
Oh, right off the circle. Oh, that one. Oh, so it's not like we're stuck in the back, not like that.
No.
Yeah.
But that's in the back by the
That's
the
in the back
golf
by
course.
you go to the circle, Larry. It's over by the circle.
No,
right?
no, it is that one. That one.
Oh, that one? Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Dude, no, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
I did a couple weddings back there. I DJ'd a few weddings in that area.
And again, fishing pier right off. to
Is
the
that where you
left.
fish too?
Yeah.
You fish right there? Yeah.
The
Mhm.
official
Yep.
time.
Now we
is,
know why you're
is
so
like,
fucked up.
Is
Not no
2:30 in the morning for some reason for spirits. I don't know why.
The witching hour. Well, it's 2:30 to 4:30. Isn't that what it is? Isn't that what they call the witching hour?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, it's because the time changes, but because we have the time change. But yeah, it's 3 a.m. is the witching hour.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard there's more activity during that time. So if you want to catch anything or anything like that, that's the time to go out and look for it. It's fucking insane, dude. I look. My thing is, I want to believe it. Right? I hear stories from this guy. Right? It's like, damn, this is insane. But I've never experienced it. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
You
but
know
that's
what I
like me and like aliens, right? So like I'm like a big
Yeah.
alien guy, but
Yeah.
I've never seen anything where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's it. Like I've
Facts.
been flying, and then like I remember flying.
mean? You
one
see
time.
anything flying? You think? It's,
So I only have like 350 hours, but I remember one time we were flying, and one of the other pilots we were flying in a section that means 2 aircraft flying, and the other aircraft is like, y'all see that? And they're like, it's something low flying, this and that. I'm like, I'm skeptical, but I want to believe, and I'm like, no, that's like a 60 flying low. It's like 260s. I haven't seen anything. However, my friends that have over 1,000 hours have all seen something.
really? Some
I mean,
weird
is
shit.
there
Middle of
like
nowhere.
a protocol if you were to see something?
No, there's no protocol.
Yeah, like,
No.
hey, y'all see that shit?
Yeah, it's like you
That's
see that
protocol.
shit. Yeah, and then what you'll do is like you'll go back. Like let's say it's like a clear a near
Like,
miss.
log
so well, yeah, it's not really logging, but like you'll like so I did have a friend who saw a triangle, flew right past
A
him.
Triangle.
Triangle flew right past him. All right, and
No
then what?
way, dude.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, it happened, and then they got back and they debriefed it. But that's the same thing you talk about. Captain, I can't remember his name, but he was the guy that was out in southern San Diego area, where he's talking about things that almost hit them. Right, same thing has happened in the East Coast. And it's like it's just debrief. It's like, yo, this is out here, so we need to be careful so we don't die, so it doesn't hit us.
So
right?
like it's fully known that there's some weird shit.
yeah, like everybody that flies has seen something.
That's so weird.
Like
bro.
except over
The
1,000
truth
hours.
is out there, bro.
Well, it's out. They just don't want us to know about it.
No, like
'Cause you
aliens,
know how
flat
much I
Earth,
trust the
you know,
gov- the
yeah.
government.
Well,
so.
it's like what happens like we talked about War of the Worlds one time.
Yeah.
What happens to humanity?
So I
in
heard that was
civilization?
actually like bullshit. Like they didn't really go crazy during the War of the
actually,
World.
No,
it
it's
happened-
true.
So it's true.
It was
because
true.
It happened 3 times. It happened in 3 different
Well, see,
countries.
so
It's all documented.
yeah, but if you actually research it, there's not a whole lot of people that actually freaked out.
Oh,
Like
no, no,
some
no, no.
people did, but
No,
it
no,
wasn't
no, no.
like mass hysteria.
No. So when it happened, it was between. So the reason why people freaked out the first time is because people didn't hear the disclaimer in the beginning.
I heard.
And
Yeah,
then
they tuned like halfway in.
Yeah, and they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
They thought it was real.
shoot." Yeah. So that's like
I don't know.
World
I
Worlds
kind of
is
want
crazy.
to hear stories like I think it'd be cool. I want to see aliens attack everybody. Get
Kinda
the White
want-
House. Fuck that place.
Kind of want to see it, but then kind of don't want to be here after that.
And what are we gonna
Nukes
shoot it right?
everywhere, bro. Nukes. Everyone's pressing the button.
I was thinking about that. So you've seen Men in Black, or not Men in Black? What's the movie with Will Smith? The aliens come attack Independence Day.
Mm.
Right? Remember when they shoot the nuke at that one? It does nothing, right?
Right.
Well, they blast this nuke on it, right? But mind you got people down below, and they're like, "Hey, well, sucks for you guys. We're just
Yep.
gonna go ahead and just drop it right here and see what happens."
Yep.
Nuke entire towns, and they're like, "Oh, we're dust now." Awesome.
Oh yeah.
As
Yeah.
the aliens are going.
Yeah. You're like, okay, what was that? Yeah.
Didn't even
Dust
get
us
close
off,
to them. Yeah.
What about that? You tell me about the time you're walking through a building and you saw that handprint. You said you saw a handprint on a window. You were going through some building. Well, what's one about this? The children's thing. You said come back to.
Oh, so this was the guy that was getting trained after me.
Yeah,
so
yeah, there you go.
we got into, or they got into. I'm trying to remember what happened here. So if I'm a little vague, but this was years ago. But they got to the Child Development Center. It was kind of like the same thing as the Officers Club. But this building is always secure until she shows up. So she shows up. They get to the Child Development Center, and they get in. They start, when we find an unsecure building, you have to go in. You gotta clear it because
Yeah.
you gotta know why is it unsecure? It's somebody trying to break in. So they get in. They start going down the hallway, and they're checking everything out, and there was he left. There was a door open to one of the classrooms. All the other classrooms were secure. So he goes in and he starts looking around. He's not seeing anything, and then all of a sudden, right behind him, that fucking door just slammed shut.
Oh my god, dude!
Like slammed
Holy
shut.
shit, dude!
He said, "This," and they're not those kind of doors that have those hydraulic things on the top. So, like, you're pushing the door open and it automatically closes. This is one of those doors you just push open, but you got to pull it in order for it to close.
Gotcha.
So he walked in to go clear the room, and then all of a sudden, that fucking happened right behind him.
Oh my god! Dude.
So if there was ever a moment where, like, your soul left your body, he said that's when it happened for me. He said because there was nobody else there. She was already down the hall checking something else out. There wasn't any wind. There wasn't anything going on. He just happened to walk in there, and that door just slammed right behind him. He said, so he's like, I was just standing there, and then all of a sudden that happened. And when that did happen, that's when he turned around, he grabbed the door, and he's like, his hand was shaking, and he grabbed the door, and he opened it, and it opened with no problem. And then when he got out in the hallway, he was trying to, like, pull on it and do whatever he could try to do, like, please, there has to be some way, some reason that this door actually slammed. And not just slammed, but it slammed as fucking hard as it did. And he couldn't do it. Like, he opened the door, and it just stayed open. So he grabs it, and he pulls it closed. So
you've experienced a lot of weird stuff like this, though.
But this is all the shit that goes on after hours. Like, that doesn't happen during the day.
But
But it's got to be like 2:30 in the morning. Even when they were done and she was finished training everybody, there was another coworker. This is the guy that actually got me the job there. He doesn't believe in any of this shit either, by the way. So just so that you know, but they went to go respond to a domestic call this one particular night, and she's getting in the car, and he's just standing there, and the call comes over the radio, and he's got his hands on the door, and he's like, right before I even went to go get in his vehicle, Rob, he's like, I was just standing there, and not just in my ear, I hear, let's go. He was like, he said, we responded to the call, and as soon as we were done with the call, because I knew that that's what happens when they go with her. He's like, I don't like any of that shit. So we got done with that.
Can I go? No.
As soon as we got back to PMO to write up the report, he's like, he talked to the platoon commander. Was like, you need to put me with somebody else because this doesn't work.
It's definitely like they like to fuck with certain people.
Yeah,
they like to fuck with certain people.
But
like my dad sees shit all the time.
Does he really?
He sees shit all the time. Like,
where's your dad at? Where's he located?
Well, he's down in Mississippi, but
Okay,
like we lived in his house. I remember I said the house that one time. All right,
Yep.
so we're in that house, and he used to always see stuff. Like, that was the spookiest house I ever lived in. But he sees stuff all the time. And I think it's just certain people, like sensitive people, they like to fuck with.
Did I tell you about my kids? Did I tell you about that one?
Yeah.
The friend. Did I tell you about this one, Rob?
I don't think so.
So I probably said it on here before, but my kids had this imaginary friend. You know how kids are, you know what I mean? And my oldest had this friend, and she kind of explained what he looked like. It's like, okay, cool, whatever, right? Well, then I had my second daughter, imaginary friend, right? Explained this kid to a fucking T, bro. You know, and she goes, oh, he's like 4 years old. He's really light skin. He's got a bowl haircut. He wears a white shirt and like jean old school overalls, almost like something from the 1700s kind of thing, right? And then Heverlin, my youngest, same exact thing. Has the same imaginary friend. I'm going, this isn't no like haunted area. This is a farmland. Like, why are these kids seeing the same thing? So. But they're
describing
the exact
child
same child.
They said a
well,
kid
you're right.
in
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that
farmer.
makes sense.
Farmland,
and and out here, there's tons of old. You've seen the old buildings out here. There's just tons of old farmland buildings out here. You can go through and walk the rubble all day. It's not a problem. So it's possible. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things that grow out of it. So I wonder if you're kind of tuned to this at a certain age. You know what I mean? And then some people just kind of keep that tuning.
Yeah, kids, they're supposed to see it more than anyone
That's
else.
what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know. That's really weird. What about we were having lunch one day, right? We were over having subs, right? We had the big old map next to our wall. Remember that? Or having subs hanging out. And you told me a story about your CO or your lieutenant that had the giant map on the wall that fell down.
Oh, that was on MSG duty.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, before I get to that one, though,
Okay.
you check this one out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because as we're sitting here, I'm just trying to like recollect a couple more
There's so many good ones.
really good stories.
Yeah.
This one kind of breaks down the reason that the girl that was training me, like, she would always do these disclaimers, right? So there was another guy. He was with PMO. He lived in another development that was in town, and he knew that his place was haunted because there were certain things that he heard in his place in the middle of the night. He could never explain like what it was because he had no idea. And then we're having this conversation about this particular building about on Camp Johnson.
Right.
And once he found out that she's one of these people that's able to talk to them, he was like, "Hey, listen, is there any way maybe you can come out to my house and find out, like, you know, what's going on out there? Because there's some shit going on out there, and I just don't know what it is." And she was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." Well, apparently between I don't know if this was like before or after she even this is definitely before she showed up. Now I'm thinking about it. Because he moved into this house, there was something that was up in the attic that he found. He found like a mason jar, and there was like a metal, like a war medal or something that was in it. And like when he found it, I don't remember what he did with it. He just took it out of the house. He took it out of the attic where it was, and either went to throw it away or moved it and put it someplace else. I don't remember the exact details. I just remember that after he moved it, that's when shit started getting crazy in his house. Like the noises got louder. He'd wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and all the kitchen cabinets were all fucking open. All the drawers were open. There was all kinds of shit that was going on. And he was like, he'd go in and he'd close everything, and he'd go back to his room to lay down. He'd come back out like fucking 30 seconds later, just because he maybe forgot something. All his fucking cabinets are all open. All the drawers are back open.
Bro.
And once again, it's not like, you know, it's the shit can open itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody has to physically fucking open this thing.
Right.
So the noises got louder. The shit just got louder. He tried to like start talking this thing like, "Look, do me a favor. I understand that you're here, but please let me fucking sleep. I just want to sleep."
Like, we're cool, dude.
Yeah, he's like, "As soon as I leave, you can have the fucking house, man. Just let me fucking sleep." So
did he hear drawers like slam shut and stuff like that too, or did he hear anything?
I don't recall like the details of that. I just recall that when he started talking to her and was like, "Is there any way that maybe you can come over and you can talk to this thing? I don't know if you can if you're able to even do that." And she was like, "Well, I can go ahead and give it a shot." She said, "Well, what's some of the problems that you're having?" "Well, this is some of the problems I'm having." She didn't say anything, or he didn't say anything to her about because he had no idea about the fucking metal. He was just like, fucking whatever. It's just one of those things. So she went over there. She started like talking to it, you know, yada yada, blah 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 blah. And then after that was over, she hunted him down and said, "Listen, were you moving stuff in your house not too long ago?"
So she was actually talking to whatever it was.
And she got all. I don't know how she got the response. I don't know if she just recorded the shit. I have no idea. But she says he said, "Yeah, I moved this and that and this and that." "No, was there anything particular in the attic?" And he's like, "Oh,
weird, bro."
There was a mason jar that had like a war medal or something that was in it." She goes, "That's it." She goes, "If you want fucking peace, you better find that fucking metal, and you better find it in that mason jar and put it back where you found it. Like that's the only way that this thing is going to stop fucking bugging you. That's the reason you got all this shit going on." So he did whatever he could to track this thing down. He found it, and he put it right back in the attic. From that point on, all he heard was like the little, in like the middle of the night, and it was like, you know, in the walls and like up in the attic. It's like that. The cabinet stopped fucking opening and all that other bullshit because he put it back.
Whoa,
now here's the other one. So once again with the disclaimers, right? So once we're talking about this hot spot, right, on Camp Johnson. Everybody and their brother wanted to go back there because they all wanted the experience of the ghost, right? So
Larry's like, "Nope."
there's this
for me and Larry,
there's this one particular guy went back there and he started yelling at this thing. Like he went like in the old morgue area where the freezers were. He's like, "You need to fucking identify yourself, fucking blah blah blah. My name is fucking Sergeant so and so, United States Marine Corps. You will fucking blah 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 blah." Just started yelling at this thing. And he got nothing, right? There was just nothing. So it was he and another female. But they went there 2 separate cars. They weren't even together. She was just with him. And when they were done, she went back to her like patrol route. He went to his patrol route. And then like a few days later, that's where the shit fucking got weird, man. Because like sometime during that week, he was living on Midway Park on base. And she lived all the way out, and I think it was like Cape Carteret or something.
Oh, damn.
That same exact day, he just happened to leave his house, and she was preparing, I think it was a birthday party for her daughter or something like that. But when she got back to her house, you know, like when you open the door, you got one of those little tables on her side, and you got all your family pictures and everything that was right there. All the family pictures were all faced toward the wall, and on the floor there was like this perfect freaking cone of beach sand.
Weird, bro.
What?
A fucking cone of beach sand. Like a perfect cone. And the pictures were all facing the wall. And then when the next time that we all had shift and duty, and she started basically explaining what happened, like his fucking face just turned white. And he goes, "Wait, what happened?" Well, this is what happened, blah, 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 blah. It's like the same exact thing happened to me. I left to go to the store. I came back home. All my family pictures were all facing the wall, and there was a perfect cone of fucking beach sand that was right in the middle of the floor.
Are you saying beach?
Beach sand. Yeah, beach.
What the fuck?
She hasn't been to the beach, and he hasn't been to the beach, but there was beach sand in a perfect freaking cone. So she had to go out to both of these houses and fucking, like, let the spirits know, like, hey, you need to fucking leave. You need to blah, blah, blah. Fucking stay away from this person. Stay away from this person. And after that, she was like, don't fucking go back there. Don't fucking go back there because I'm not doing this shit again.
Holy crap. Look, on that, we got to take a break. I got to take a piss. We'll take a quick break. We'll be
All
right
right,
back.
we're breaking it up.
Holy shit.
Okay, real quick. When he slapped the table, did y'all shit yourself a little bit?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay, a little
But
bit.
I do that all the time anyway.
Cool.
I'm like 90 years old.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Biden's got nothing on me.
Wait, I'm gonna let you bring us back in.
I was saying that's a good way to bring it back in. Actually,
Yo, what's going on?
The thing with Biden and everything, and I saw it on CNN, so it's crazy. But with Biden and the whole everything they got going on,
Right.
one of the guys was like, so how does a person that's been 5 decades have all these businesses and these LLCs is somehow connected?
imagine that.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on with this guy, man.
Ooh, I do want to do a plug-in.
A plug-in?
Not a plug-in, but like a
He likes
topic. I
plugging
want to
things
talk
in.
about a topic. I do. I really do.
You got like 19
So
kids.
before,
You like plugging things in, you just don't like unplugging it.
no,
That's your
definitely
problem.
not. You're not that far off from me, bro. You just missed twice. Yeah, Larry got that one.
God damn.
All right, so we used to do what if questions.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ. Yeah.
we're not doing the what if questions
No, we're kinda
anymore
doing
because it kind of veers us way the fuck
Yeah.
off to the right.
Yeah, somewhere it shouldn't be.
So, like, I was thinking, like, if you could invent anything, what would you invent?
Ooh, invent anything?
That's cool.
Or is that kind of go along with like a superpower kind of thing? Or what are you going to
Well,
invent to
No,
sell?
like if you
or-
could like create anything to use in today's society, what would it be?
That's kind of an interesting question.
That's a really good question.
See, my brother,
Right?
my older brother and
Right?
I, we used to sit there and we used to go over that all the time because anytime there'd be a new product, right, that would come out, he'd slap himself and go, how come I couldn't be the fucking guy that created
It's
that?
like, oh, this is so easy. Why didn't I think
So,
of this?
and I
Yeah.
thought about this because I was thinking of our podcast, and I was thinking about what we talk about, and then I started thinking about what me and Ben used to talk about when we're just sitting there goofing off at work
Yeah.
or not doing anything, and we haven't really tapped into that.
Well, so what we used to do at work, we used to work in the car dealership, right? So there'd be endless hours, just boredom, you know? And
Endless.
so one of us would come up with an idea, right, of a business or a product or whatever, and it was the job of the other person to slam it down. Say, no, this is dumb because of X, Y, and Z.
No
right?
matter what.
But if we both came up with something that we couldn't slam down, we're like, we might be onto something here. So there was a product we came up with. He's laughing already. Damn it. All right. So
all right, go ahead.
here's so every product you gotta have a problem, and then have the product to fix that problem. right?
Solution, yeah.
So what's the problem when you take a deuce? It stinks, right?
Right.
It reeks,
Smells like
right?
shit.
So we came up with this idea that apparently was already invented at the time, but he changed it up a little bit, right? We made a company called
Backsense.
BACK Sense. Backsense.
Backsense.
Right? So the whole point of this is this dude was into soaps at the time. He was making his own custom soaps, right? So he's like, look, I'm going to make a soap that's going to go in the tub in the back of the toilet, right? So when you're flushing your toilet, it'll make that water smell good. So if you drop a deuce in there, it's good to go. Still smells pretty, right?
We had no idea.
The problem is this freaking guy. So he made a prototype, right? He's like, here, dude, put this in your toilet, find out, right? So I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna make $1 billion, right? So I put this in my toilet for like a week or two, and my wife comes out. She goes, hey Ben, what's this nasty oily crap that's staining my toilet? I was like, Kel, this isn't working.
Oh my gosh.
The product.
So we was like, all right, back to the drawing board. And I don't know if we pressed a different key the second time, but like.
Backsense is back to the board.
Right?
1,000 products is already out there, and we're looking at each other like, oh.
I was at Walmart. And there was basically Backsense, right? And I was like, click, send to Kel. I said, bro, this is already out here. What are we doing, man?
Why couldn't I be the slap chop guy?
Slap chop guy. There you go. Yeah. So what would you create, LJ or Rob? What would you guys create? Now that's something that'll benefit you can make some money with. What's something that you would do
if you had endless technology, endless money?
I already have one.
Don't say sentient toilet.
No.
Okay, thank you.
So check it out. So
I thought sentient toilet's coming back up.
Yeah.
You know what, I'm not gonna say this one, I'll say the other one.
All right.
There's one that's a really good idea.
Oh, you're actually gonna work.
Oh yeah, like you'll make millions of dollars off of it.
Yeah, so talk to me after.
Well, don't say that one.
Well, I think I told Kel about it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
That's how it is. What's up?
Osprey, propellers, prop rotors.
Oh yeah. I was drunk then, bro.
Yeah, but that's a good one.
We're always drunk, Kel.
Yeah.
No, but the other one, if I could figure out how to do it,
wasn't I supposed to like add on to that though?
No, you good. We ain't gonna add on to that one.
No, but I'm saying I was supposed to. That's what you told me.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to make the prototype.
Yep.
Okay. So the other one is we've all seen Ender's Game, right? Not Ender's Game. I'm sorry.
Ender's Game?
Player Press One or
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
So Ready Player One, it's all virtual reality.
Hold on. If you say what, okay,
I haven't seen it yet.
You're good.
So Ready Player One, it's virtual reality,
right?
And they have a suit you can feel. You can feel the people touching you.
Right.
That would be what I make, because like there's you play video games like I love Skyrim.
Okay.
I love Skyrim.
But like it's like paintball, right? So if I go around and I have like a fake gun, I go bang bang bang, it's not real.
Right.
But if I get chopped down, that's a lot different.
That's true.
It makes it a
kind
little
of
bit
kicks
more
you out of your
realistic.
suit.
All right, look, listen real quick. I don't mean to cut you guys off. Okay, look. I ordered some Taco Bell from DoorDash, okay? We got our driver, Jessica. She's going to come deliver this pizza, or these Taco Bells. Should we put them on? Should we put her on when she gets here?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she can take my mic.
That's what's
No,
happening.
she can sit in the seat. We need her on. We need her on film, bro.
What do you think, Rob?
Give it a shot, man. and then ask her that question. So, hey, thank you for delivering this wonderful Taco Bell delivery. But if you could create something, what would that be?
She's like
you as a driver.
She's like
that would be something.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Jessica on here.
All right.
Who's gonna be the sweet talker? Because we all have our strengths.
I think I can make it work.
So
one time, here I am, right? I'm like drunk as shit in Miramar, California, right?
Right.
And I had some officers walk up, and they were like trying to go upstairs. I got them to
I'm gonna turn the outside light on.
I got them to allow us to keep drinking. And I'm talking about they're there to like keep people from drinking profusely. I made some things work.
Well,
and I got a guy to come drink with us one time.
I will toot my own horn with this. So I have a 11-year-old daughter. Okay, you all know my daughter. She's going into the 6th grade. Okay, the school I want to put her into is out of the district. Okay, so we applied for the out of district.
Well, you're like bougie. What's wrong with?
No. It's just all about practicality. We applied for the. Where you going?
Practicality, driving her away. Huh? Driving her far away is practical.
Because I I got to pick up my niece and nephew and all that other stuff. So
Well, yeah, you're 17 kids.
yeah. So
He's got a lot of kids.
I applied for the out of district. We got denied. Okay. So we're like, what the heck? And normally when we get denied, we just send a letter and say, hey, this is why. Can we really get her into that school? And they're like, okay, yeah, great. That's fine. So we did that, and they denied us again. And then they said, if you want to dispute it, you have to come to this meeting where you sit in front of a board of 7 important people in the school system in Onslow County. So I was like, all right. So my wife's like, babe, you got to go. I was like, why I got to go? She's like, if anyone's going to turn a panel of, people around, it's going to be you. So I'm like, okay.
So you're going to talk to Jessica?
No. Oh, wait.
No.
I can. What I'm saying is, so I went there. I was nervous as shit. There was a lady across from me with her 2 kids, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You in here for that? She was like, yeah, I'm so nervous. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of nervous too. And I was like, what school are you trying to get your kids into? And she told me, we talked it up for a little bit. I was like, yeah, it should be fine. She's like, yeah, it should be fine. So the person before us came out straight face, just came out, walked out the door. And one of the officials was like, okay, such and such is next, the lady I was just talking to. So I was like, good luck. She's like, yeah. So she goes in, and she's in there for about 15 minutes. And then next thing you know, she comes out, and she is bawling, bro. Like, bawling. And the official, she's like, it's okay. You'll like this school. And she's like trying to like kind of coddle her a little bit. And I wanted to be like, so what happened? But I didn't. I was like, are you okay? She was like, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. And bawl some more. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What? So she walks out the door.
A child or the parent?
The parent.
Okay.
And the little daughter was crying too.
No.
She's like, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think. And I'm like, you're fucking crying. I'm like, what are you talking about? So she walks out the door, and the lady's like, all right, mister, you're next,
And you're just like,
yeah, so I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm thinking in my head, like, all right, what am I going to say? And you know me, I'm like, I got to hit them quick before they hit me. I got to be quick. So I go in there, and there's 7 of them. You got the head guy of the school board right in the middle, and then you have 2 people beside him, and then you have 2 more people on each side of them. So I sit down, and I'm like in the middle seat like this. So I sit down, and then he's like, how you doing today? I was like, how you doing today? Then like I see him about to say something, and I was like, man, this is like I'm on American Idol or something. So everybody starts laughing, and I'm like, once they start laughing, it's a wrap, bro.
Was it like were you in front of a committee or something?
Yeah. Like a no shit committee.
So it wasn't just like an office room with like one desk.
No, it's like it was a U-shaped desk and then a single desk.
Oh, did you say you can't handle the truth? Because that would have been awesome.
Dude, I was making jokes the whole time. I was like, I told the black guy, I was like, you're Simon Powell. He was like, nah. He's like, I'm Judge Mathis or something like that. And then I start naming people off the committee, and they're cracking up. And then I start to go into my little story, and I tell them, yeah, I got all these kids. Like, you know what I mean? I said, either I get my daughter to go into that school, or you'll see me next week trying to get my niece and nephew to go to this school. You know?
Did you get it to work out?
Yeah, she called me later on that day. She's like, you're in. You were so great. Yeah, it'll be great.
All right, so Larry, that's I think you threw the challenge up there. So who's talking to Jessica, our DoorDasher? He's like, he put it at you. You stuck. So the thing is, if you're gonna talk to Jessica, you got to slide under the table, like slunk under the table.
I'm like, oh, Jessica.
Dude, she's gonna be freaked out. There's gonna be a bunch of dudes in an RV.
I'm opening the door quick,
Jessica,
too.
come on in here. We're not gonna kill you at all. I promise you. Right?
I'll pass that.
Right?
Yo, so
I'm gonna open the door quick and be like, are you Jessica?
You want to switch
quick,
spots?
come in here.
Should we switch spots?
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah. I wish we could record this though.
We can move the GoPro. Well, it's plugged in.
Can you record, Mr. Larry, the incident and plug it in?
Well, yeah, but put it on your phone. Record it on your phone.
Record off his phone and then plug it in.
She's gonna come to the door. There's gonna be a guy holding the phone. A black dude answers the door. Hey, come on in.
She's like, are you Jessica?
No.
Great.
Yo, don't say that.
No, bro, I'm telling you, I got you.
She's gonna be like, I gotta go now.
I'm like, is it because of Kevin? I've already talked to Kevin. You're fine.
It's $17.75, sir. Please, I need to go make this other delivery. I don't want to come in time.
No, I'm like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna grab the bag, close the door, and wait till she knocks again.
She won't knock again. She'd be like, okay, bye. Why would you? If you
'Cause-
grab the bag,
Oh, you paid for it
you
already.
already paid for it.
Does she have instructions to knock on the door?
I don't-
I said we're in the RV. To please come to the RV.
I don't think that this is a good idea.
That's why it's such a great idea.
This is literally the intro to a porno.
She's gonna come
It's
back
not
to
a
work.
great
Her
idea.
shit's gonna be all fucked up.
4 guys,
How'd it
1
go?
DoorDasher.
I'm not doing their next order.
I'm gonna get blacklisted on
this is
DoorDash.
some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Hey, we're here for Mr. Ben Horak
shit.
and guests.
I was outside. I was peeing.
Rob,
Sorry, we didn't touch her. Watch
Rob,
the film.
Rob
We
doesn't
did
go
not touch
home.
her.
His wife's like, "Have you seen Rob? Yeah, he got arrested. We're fine. We'll be there in the
I
morning."
thought you were doing a podcast. We did do a podcast. It was the best fucking podcast ever.
We were talking
all got
about
arrested.
ghosts, and then Taco Bell showed up. Titties.
Oh, hold on, sir. Hold on. Can we take the microphones to jail with us, please? Wait.
We're gonna document the whole freaking incident.
Larry's following us with the camera. Like, I gotta get this shit.
Yeah.
3 million
They're
views right now.
Never gonna believe this shit.
Right? It's-
Excuse me, sir. Can we
Now,
take
Larry,
the,
I
can
think
we
you
take
should
the
go, bro.
microphones and headsets while you
I
got us
think
in
I'm
the back
too,
seat
like-
so we can continue
All
the
right,
show?
all
Hold
right.
on, I can't move my head, but I got the microphone that's right here. We can still talk.
I want to
I
see.
can
I
handle
want
it.
to see the Smooth Criminal come out.
Smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Bro, do I look like Michael Jackson? Like, bro.
I want you to. I want to see. I want to see your skills, bro.
I ain't got no Riz, bro. Oh wait, I forgot y'all. Oh,
Rez.
Come on, what
It's
the hell's
called
Riz?
Riz.
It's Rez.
it's called
I
Riz.
thought it was
What
Rez.
is Riz?
Yo,
Riz?
don't even. You made yourself look worse. Just like
Ow.
Back res.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
shit.
Isn't that an ointment you put on your elbows or something?
Isn't that the shit you're putting in the toilet?
Oh man.
Oh, those are back scents.
Back
Oh,
sense.
back sense.
back scents.
back sense. We're here.
You
for
gotta say it like that. You can't just say back scent.
Yeah.
It's back scents.
when your back doesn't have you, we do.
Yo,
You gotta roll the S. Back sense.
back scents.
Now it sounds like snakes. What is that? Like Cobra on
Bro, that water
Dodgeball?
was oily as shit, bro.
So like I was doing my business, did my thing, and it kind of plopped down in there, and then the oil hit my butt. And I was like, "This is not coming
don't say
out."
it like that.
It's just
It is what it is, man.
You said something hit your
We
backside.
created something that was
What,
already
you mean
out there.
You don't shit and that doesn't go ploop on your booty
Oh,
hole?
the Poseidon's kiss.
Yeah.
And then the ghost showed up and went,
That was me. That was me. You're welcome.
holy shit, that stinks.
You need back sense.
You'll never call me again.
This was not in the deal.
This was Taco Bell.
Yo, Taco. So, what's your favorite Taco Bell?
Me?
Yeah, I want everybody's.
Yeah, there you go.
So I don't even know what it's called, man. It's not the
Describe it.
So it's the regular hard shell taco with the
Please.
Doritos Locos,
Please.
right? With the soft shell wrapped around it.
with the cheese.
It's,
You talk about
crunchy
the-
gordita or
no, cheesy gordita.
cheesy
It's
gordita.
a cheesy gordita. Oh my! They they just had those.
Is it any hard over there?
There
Larry?
you
money,
go.
dude.
Dude, they got the deluxe right now. You can get that shit with a supreme burrito, and change out that
The
soft
only
shell
difference
taco.
between deluxe and everything is just tomatoes.
Dude,
It's
no,
sauerkraut.
No.
Or sour
Or
cream.
not kraut.
My son always goes for the grilled cheese burrito.
grilled cheese burrito. Oh,
Grilled
yeah,
cheese
like
burrito.
old school burrito. Yeah, that's good.
It's
Have y'all tried the
it's grilled
fries?
cheese. No,
Oh,
no.
Oh,
the-
seven.
yes.
Yo,
That
they do the
shit
7
is
layer.
on
bro.
fire, bro.
I'm over
I
here
don't know if it's
grabbing
the
fuck
fries
out
or
of
the,
him like
the
Elijah.
nacho sauce.
Dude, the problem with Taco Bell, man. Here's the problem with Taco Bell.
It doesn't stick to anything.
It doesn't
No,
stick.
You eat it, come right on out.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
No
It's
substance.
volcano right through the
Sushi.
damn thing. Oh, I love sushi though.
Look, I'll tell you
we
what
do.
this place needs is a White Castle.
Oh, we already
No.
got enough sliders in this
No.
town, man.
Oh,
That's
come
true.
on, man. I've
Rob,
never
you are
been
so
to White
cool for so
Castle.
long. He's like,
Dude, White
this
Castle.
bitch.
How do you not like White Castle?
I mean,
I don't.
the only thing they got is the small onions, and McDonald's got that on lock now.
It's sliders though. I can't do a slider.
You get
man.
like 20 cheeseburgers, you get like an order of onion rings and a fucking Coke that's as big as this fucking table, man. And you pass the fuck out when you're done. Hey Ben, how's this fucking show? Oh my god!
You and your fucking White Castle.
Wait, don't let this guy pass out. I don't want to fucking sleep next to him again.
Right?
Jeez.
Well, the problem with White Castle. Is,
Again.
So listen.
Oh,
so
here we go.
we went on this trip.
Larry,
down to,
thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks
yeah,
for bringing that memory
yeah,
up.
we went on,
You're welcome.
Here we go.
we went on this trip down
I need
to
a beer for this one.
South Carolina for our being realtors, right?
All right.
And we got down and we were splitting
good,
this room together. I'm good. And I made sure that he went to sleep before I did because he was over in the bed that was next to me.
Right.
It was like
So-
a room with 2 beds in it, right?
We pass out, or we're out, and I wake up like an hour later and look over. he's gone.
Gone.
I said, what the hell happened?
Wait, y'all too?
So we're in one room with 2 beds.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
So there's another coworker. She got a condo that was down there. So this was like multi-bedroom kind of situation
Right.
kind of thing. So when I woke up an hour later, he was gone. And when I opened the bedroom door, I'm looking down the hall. He's sleeping on a freaking couch in the
Dude.
living room.
What happened?
Buddy. All right. So have you ever watched Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
All right. So you know when the T-Rex does his raw thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine the biggest, loudest system in the world,
Okay.
3 feet from your head, and
So
going.
you're-
Dude, I was laying in bed, and for you watching this, I was laying in bed, like, okay, a little snore is fine. Whatever, everyone's gonna snore a little bit, right? No big deal, right? And I heard a little, cool, no problem, I can deal with that, right? And then I'm laying in bed, bro, and it just, dude, eyes went straight open, like I am not fucking dealing
Nope.
with this shit, right? I laid there, like, okay, maybe he's just moving, maybe we just gotta adjust it, okay, whatever, right? All of a sudden. Nope. I grabbed my blanket, my pillow, and went right on the damn couch.
Yeah.
It was the loudest fucking snore I've ever heard in my entire life.
Dude, here's the best part. Not only did he leave and he's sleeping now in the living room, right?
Right.
But the reason that we went down there is because I got this, I don't call it like a free coupon, but
Right.
this thing for a free night stay. And this was at the hotel where this convention was. So that next night, same exact situation, I had this big room that had 2 beds in it. And I'm like, hey, man, I went to the hotel, to the front desk. I told them what my name was. I'm like, hey, I need to get my key, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We're all on a lunch break.
Oh, Jessica's
We come back from lunch, and I go, hey, man, here's your pass for here's your car, and here's your key. And he went like, nope, you go ahead and keep that, man. He's like, I'm staying right here.
Hold on,
I ain't
hold on.
going to do that.
No way,
Hold on, where you
dude.
going?
Jessica's here. He's going to get the food.
He's going out there?
Yeah, he's going out there, man.
Oh, bro, if I could have went out there.
Ain't nobody gonna go. Ain't nobody can get Jessica in here. No, don't even. Don't.
You want Jessica in here or not?
Do we want Jessica in here?
Be an interesting challenge to see if you can get her in here.
Go ahead, Kel. Let me get out your way, Kel. Hang on. Let's see what you got.
You better hurry, man. Better hurry.
Well, she said no.
Watch her be like the most racist white girl out there. As 2 black guys come out. Dude, that was a very sleepless night.
Well, I mean, I will say that my wife has been on me for I don't even know how long to get that thing fixed or get it at least diagnosed. But now that I did get it diagnosed, I do effectively have sleep apnea, and my snoring is like way out of control.
Yeah, but it's helped you so much, hasn't it?
Huh?
Knowing what you got and how to get everything going, it's helped you so much, hasn't it?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that when I went for my appointment that night for the sleep study, and then they called me back because that first night when I went and I had to sleep to see if I wasn't even going to get diagnosed with it. When I woke up the next morning and I was leaving, and I was talking to the guy who was basically running the show, and I had asked him, I said, "Hey, can you tell me if did everything go okay?" And he just kind of looked at me. His eyeballs went really big, and he said, I'm not allowed to say anything." I said, oh, that kind of sucks. I was just kind of trying to figure out if the situation is really that bad. And he went, yeah, I can't say anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, all right. So this is where this is going to go. So then I got invited to actually go back, and then I went to sleep with the machine on that night. And it's been years, man, years. Because that sleep apnea, when you have it and you don't have it diagnosed and you don't go to sleep with one of those machines on. CPAP. I mean, I was waking up tired. I'd be tired like all freaking day between drinking coffee and doing everything I can just to like stay awake. But once I had that on, all my sleep every single night has been awesome.
Really? Have you slept better, like deeper sleep?
Wake up totally refreshed now every single day.
Yeah, so a lot of people tell me that though. Like at first it's kind of odd, kind of weird, but people are like, dude, just put the mask on. Once you get it,
it's weird. Like when you put it on your face and you actually feel this thing on your face when you go to sleep. But after like day number 3, man, you're totally fine.
So do you sleep on your back, on your side,
on my back, everything. I sleep on my back.
You've always been a back sleeper.
Yep.
See, I sleep on my stomach though.
Forces air down your throat. That's pretty much it.
Well, you can sleep on your stomach just as long as you're turning your head. It's still fine as long as you have that seal and it's sealed on your face. You're good.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, we got Taco Bell.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So Jessica's coming in. All right.
Jessica's coming in.
All right.
We got Dasher Jessica coming in. Oh my God, we're all. Hey, Jessica. Hey! How are you? You're good. Grab Larry. Give her that mic over there. Let's scoot over. Let's get Jessica on camera. Come over here, Jessica. Come on over here. Come on right here.
We don't bite. We promise.
You can say, I promise. I'll get out your way. You can go right over there.
That's right. It's my first night on the show, so.
Okay. Hey, what's going
Double
on?
guest appearance. So right now we have Mrs. Jessica that just entered into the podcast here.
Yeah.
And she brought us our Taco Bell. We are very grateful.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Put the headphones on. That way you can hear yourself, hear us.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No.
That's all right. I haven't either.
So yeah,
Okay.
This
we're
is
just
a great
having
evening.
So we're like, guys, we're hungry.
And we got Taco Bell.
We got Taco Bell. Right? I was like, hey guys, look, Jessica's getting our food. Should we have Jessica come on the podcast? They're like, yeah, Jessica can come on the podcast and say hi.
Hi.
So how you doing? You're-
Um,
How's this for a
good.
night going delivering food, right?
Yeah, I was about to get off at 9:30, but okay.
And they're never going to believe me back at work. They're never going to believe me.
See, and I had made the comment that she's just going to get here. She's going to see us and go, I have to go to my next delivery, guys. Thank you very
Well,
much. I
I'm-
appreciate it.
I'm actually out of my delivery zone, so they're not gonna send me anything. So
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Well,
man.
yeah, I'm way out here, man. I'm sorry, dude. We're way out in the boonies.
He is way out here.
Right? It's whatever. Where are you
Easy.
from, Jessica? You from here?
I'm from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Baltimore,
What
okay.
brought you down here?
I was in the Marines.
Okay.
Oh,
So
awesome.
most of us were too. What was your MOS?
I was 0161, which is postal.
Postal. Okay. Look,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
my wife was a 0151. She was the admin, man. You're good.
Okay.
I got you.
alright.
When'd you get out?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Look, I was in the Marines. Rob's in the Marines. Larry's active duty Marines. We got you, bro. You're good. The only one that's
Okay.
not is Kale over there. He's kind of slacking.
I'm a
Alright.
dependent, so
Okay.
I'm a dependent. I got the debit card. That's about it.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
I get to go on base, but don't do all the fun stuff they get
That's
to do.
it. Yeah. So
Okay.
you trying to stay in Jacksonville? You getting out? You going back to Baltimore? You don't know yet, huh?
I mean, I'm not going back because it's a lot more expensive.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that
See?
a lot too. Yeah.
Everybody gets a taste of Jacksonville. They all want to stay.
Yeah. No.
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 See, I'm
No.
from Jersey. There's no way you can drive me back to Jersey. There's no way.
Yeah, I just was in Jersey. I had a show out there, so yeah.
Show. What you
Yeah.
do?
I do modeling.
Oh,
So-
dude.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, thank you for being on this podcast today.
You coming
Yeah.
down.
Just give me a little
I was,
shout
like, I was
out.
like, look, we're gonna have this girl come in, and we're gonna be like, look, I promise we're not gonna kill you. I promise we're not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
But now that she already announced the fact that she is a Marine or former Marine, she would have kicked your ass anyway.
She probably
Yeah.
beat me down. Yeah, I'm old and fat now. It's whatever. Jessica, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Yeah.
Jessica.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank you,
right.
Jessica.
Yeah. That's different. All right. Never did this on the DoorDash.
I'm going to mark this one down in my book so the next time I get a call to show up back at Ben's house, I'm ready. I'm good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so now you guys try to tell your friends. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I did today.
They're not gonna believe you though. They're not gonna believe you.
Thank you, Jessica. Have a good night.
See you later. Be safe.
Grab one. Just grab one.
Trying to get Dorito local tacos.
Just grab one.
I'm grabbing one.
You can't just grab one taco, bro. There's like 20 variants of it.
Starve.
Give me room. Make me room.
You got room.
No,
You want it on the-
tacos, man.
Oh,
Tacos here now, bro.
you're making me look like
There,
oh,
get this out the way.
yes, thank
Jessica
you.
was nice. I like Jessica.
Jessica was pretty cool. Former Marine. Thank you for your service, Jessica. Ben's big booty almost knocked the TV over.
Yeah, I almost did knock the TV over, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I gotta eat. I'm starving right now.
We are all starving. I had a long day at work today.
What did you do today?
I unloaded a truck into a house.
So do you work for like a moving company? What you got?
I work for a moving company.
I
What we
gotcha,
do
okay.
is we either load the house into the truck,
Right.
load the truck into the warehouse, or load the truck into the house.
So when I move to Texas, I can call you.
I'm going with you. You ain't going nowhere, bud.
I'm trying to go to Texas, man.
I know.
Texas.
You ain't going nowhere.
Too hot, man. Too hot.
It's warm out there, yeah. But dude,
I'm
I'm
going for a bite here.
ready for something just different, man. You know what I mean? I've been here for 20 years and never wanted to stay here in the first place. You know, so I want something completely different. You know, you can only see so much of Jacksonville till you're like, all right, I'm done. want to get out of here. You know,
That's why you just got to go away on little trips and then you just come back.
I have an RV. You know, well, I don't know how Jessica even found us, dude. Like, that's pretty good GPS, man. Well, we're in the people that don't know, we're actually in our underground bunker, deep in the woods, and so Jessica to find us, that's pretty impressive. You know, I don't think my GPS is that good out here. This is why we're out of our delivery zone. We're definitely not in my driveway. He's trying to eat his food.
I came here the Maysville way,
Mm-hmm.
so I had a GPS.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty good.
You came to the RV.
Yep.
Well, oh my God, these are hitting the spot right now.
Yeah.
This is so good right now.
I'm going to sleep after this podcast.
Got any more napkins back there?
Nope.
Yeah, man, we got a napkin. You gotta get some hot sauce in there too.
There we go.
Bam! Look at that.
Yo, where did Larry?
He's outside talking. He's probably got our number right now.
Yeah.
I was like, so by the way, I'm a DJ and
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
If you like this kind of thing, then bro.
Gonna have to make her a regular, man.
Jessica. If he can get her number, we can do that.
Show up with Taco Bell. There we go. Jessica's back.
Oh my God, it'd be awesome. Have her be our Taco Bell person. Can you have like a dedicated dasher?
No, dude. Let's try to get DoorDash people into the podcast, like random ones.
Like Larry's doing the happy dance. So you didn't get her number.
Bro, I heard you. I pulled back, as a good wingman should. I walked out there when you was begging. Hold up. Yeah. Because at first she was like, no. You like, come on. And then she said something.
Yo, what was I begging about? I was having a conversation, dog.
That's how you conversate. Please, baby, please.
And that's not how you do it?
Nah, not at all.
Damn.
No, for real. I went out
no.
there and I heard you guys going back and forth, and then I heard the tide change in her tone,
Yeah, she was
and
ready
then
to
you
go.
jumped on it. Not her. You jumped on the conversation, and then I like slowly backed out.
No, she was just. We were talking about So she's a model. You know,
Right.
I was fucking with her a little bit because you gotta you have certain things.
Single
you
dude
wanna
models
do.
come in the podcast. You gotta talk to her.
You know,
right?
Oh, yeah.
well, it was interesting, right? So like, so she does modeling, and she did modeling like a few weeks ago,
Right.
and she was explaining like, how that was the first time she did that type of thing. And this Ben and I, we do a lot of stuff, and he's taught me a lot of things. And when you get put in a weird position, and she had never been like where she had to do like multiple different designers.
Bro, she
In a-
just double dutched the podcast. She double dutched the podcast.
How's she double dutch podcast?
You know what double dutch is?
No.
Yeah, I know what a double dutch is. I'm trying to figure out.
How's she double dutch podcast?
So how do you double dutch? You
skip.
jump in.
You skip
boom,
and get
boom,
over.
boom.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. That's
She double dutched the podcast, bro.
all right. Never mind.
Did you get a taco, Larry?
Did you get her number, Larry?
What? Hey, you know
yeah,
what's crazy?
my boy Larry.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You got a taco, and I'm just trying to mind my business.
You want a taco, Larry?
Man, I would love a
Come on,
motherfucking taco.
pass one in the back there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nah, that's my beer. That's my beer, man.
It's not beer no more.
Damn, that's good. Yo, so you just got a new bike. That thing
Yeah.
is wicked, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about that bike.
So, here's the funny story.
Why y'all got all these foreign tacos and I got a regular ass taco? It don't matter. It's going down.
So I used to have the same exact bike, and I had it like 10 years ago. And then the only reason why I got rid of it was because I started my own business. I didn't want to get hurt, so the temptation for the bike had to go. So I got rid of it. And then our coworker, he invited me to go for a ride one day because he had a bigger bike.
His name is even funny.
It is
Bacon.
yes.
His name's Bacon.
His last name?
So we go riding for like half the day, right? So he's riding his other bike, I'm riding this bike, and the bug had basically bitten me again. So
Yeah.
what I did is I conducted a search, and I found this bike, and I found the owner, and this guy's out in Kinston, right? So the one thing that my wife had told me, she says, after I went out on that ride, she just looked at me and says, "You're not getting another bike." And I
Yeah.
said, "All right, no big deal." But she likes going on bikes. She likes going for rides. But
It's fun,
We
yeah.
just haven't had one in years. So I found this guy, made an offer on the bike. He accepted it. And then he said he had to go to one of the banks that are here in Jacksonville. So he said, well, what's the last thing that you're trying to get organized? I said, I'm just trying to find a trailer. He said, well, don't worry about the trailer because I got a trailer. I can just bring it into town. I said, all right, cool. That would be great. He says, where you want to meet? I said, well, let's go meet in this high school parking lot, which is like right around the corner from my house.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'll park my truck on the backside, and then I'll just hop in the truck and we'll go to the bank. He's like, all right, that sounds like a plan. We can go do that. Well, what happened is a couple hours later, maybe an hour later, my wife went to that high school because she had to pay for my son's cafeteria bill and then go pick up his report card.
Oh, yeah.
So you see where this is going.
Yeah. Where the fuck was you at?
Yeah.
Yep.
So she pulls up and she sees my truck and she's taking pictures of it. And then she's blowing up my phone, taking pictures, sending me pictures of my truck saying, hey, it's in this parking lot. What's going on here? Well, then she calls the office. And, we got another coworker answer the phone like, hey, because my number pops up because it was the house phone. And she says, hey, Rob, what's going on? No, this isn't Rob. This is his wife. Yeah. Oh, well, what's going on? Is Rob there? No, he's not here.
She thinks you're fucking around.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, my
no.
phone is in my truck. So we're going out. We take care of everything we're taking care of. And we get back to this high school parking lot. And he's like, well, so what's your plan, man? What are you going to do? I said, I'm just going to offload the bike here. I'm just going to go pull into the driveway and basically eat that frog is what I'm going to do because I know she's going to come out and she's going to be mad.
Gotta eat some crow.
That's it, man.
That's it, yep.
So I'm coming down the street, and as soon as I come in front of the house, she's already coming out the front door, man. Like, she is just...
I can imagine her,
she's
too.
fit to be tied, dude.
Yeah.
I pull into the driveway, and she just looks at me. She goes, don't even tell me you bought that. And I said, yep, I sure did. I'm fucking dumbass. Yep. And I'm just going to suck this conversation up. I'm just going to be happy as I can because I know I'm about to get my ass chewed. So
it's like, I'm not getting laid for a month, but I got a bike, right?
she comes out and she says, what was your truck doing, in the high school parking lot? What was this? What was that? How come you weren't answering my calls? This is what I thought was going on. Blah. I said, listen, none of that is what's going on. I said, that's totally the wrong way to actually take what actually happened here. I said, that's not what happened. So I'm breaking that portion of because I'm not stupid like that. I would never do that.
Right.
But I'm letting her know, the timing on this couldn't have been even worse because this was the ultimate spot where I could have met this guy to go to his
public
bank.
place.
That's it, man. Yeah. And it just so happened to be that she goes there to pick up the report card.
Truck.
She's my truck, and then there it is. There
Her
we go.
mind
And she could be like, I saw your truck, motherfucker. Don't even give me that crap.
That's right. So then I just said, well, hey, listen, here's the situation. This is the reason why I got it, because I know that, our daughter's driving now. So she's going to need a car. She's going to start getting a job soon. So I got to figure out, this. We only have the 2 vehicles. That's it. So if I have this, and she takes your van, and you're stuck with nothing because you don't really need anything because you're working at home. But just in case that you do, I can leave my truck here. You have some mode of transportation.
Right.
You're good to go. So, and I said on top of that, it's already got everything on the back. I already got the sissy bar on the back. So the last bike I had didn't have any of that. Now you'd be more comfortable on the ride, and it's your favorite color.
Ooh.
You had to sell her on that.
That's
Lay it
man.
on thick, buddy.
So I worked my way out of that one.
She was just happy you wasn't cheating.
That's right.
She didn't really give a fuck what you would have said after that. She was happy
And then
you
I
wasn't
sent
cheating.
him a picture of the bike, and
That's a nice bike. Yeah.
What did you come back with? You suck.
You suck. Yeah, because all my friends out here, they all bought new bikes. My one guy got an Indian that's a Harley out here, nice bikes out here, right? Hey, Ben, when are you getting your bike? When are you getting your bike? When are you getting your bike? Freaking Larry comes through with his freaking bike. You got a Harley? What do you got, Larry? You got a Harley, don't you?
Yeah, but I ain't got nothing crazy. It's a Harley 750
Yeah,
Street.
so he comes up with his
That's
bike.
nice.
He's like, hey, Ben, when are you getting your bike? Right?
Jeez.
And it was actually earlier today. We're out front of the RV here. I'm just kind of talking before the podcast. And he's like, you can't get a bike. And I look at him like, bitch, I'll go get one right now. You can suck my balls,
But then
right?
Brandy looking at me like,
But then I'm looking straight at Larry, but I see Brandy in my peripherals, right?
Peripherals.
like T called it, peripherals, right? And I was like, I can go get it right now. But I'm not going to. I'm tired. I got to take a nap first, and then
it's not like I got to ask permission.
I don't even really like motorcycles, so They don't have my color.
They fall over.
Yeah. I hate kickstands.
What?
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm part of the
I mean,
joke.
I got a real kickstand.
It's part of. Oh, that's like a peg.
It's a peg.
That's a peg.
You fall over. Ow, that hurt.
God, you ever fall off one of those growing up?
What, a peg?
Yeah.
Oh, the pegs on the bikes? You
Your
ever had
leg
those?
just gets drug underneath the whole.
Did they do
bike.
that in Jersey?
Mm.
Look, he's like,
I remember this time I stole this bike. It's crazy. Had 4 pigs. Dude,
No.
I remember I had this I got this freestyle bike for Christmas, and I thought I was the shit.
I had a GT dyno. I love that
Yeah.
damn thing.
I had the ones. Remember when they came out with the disc that went onto the spokes? So you couldn't see the spokes, you just saw the disc, and then you had like the little pattern when you drove it.
The disc?
Yeah, they had like discs that
Yeah, so you
covered-
don't see the spokes, so all you see is just
I'm like speed bikes. I've seen
looks like
those.
a big rim.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
on the speed bikes.
Yeah.
Not a BMX bike.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
I got that, right? So I was the shit. I was jumping off of every fucking thing. So in our neighborhood, there was an elementary school that we used to always go and ride our bikes and go down the hill and all kind of shit in there. Well, they had in between these 2 buildings, there was a pre-K building and the actual elementary school. They had a sidewalk that went in between both of them that led to the back of the school in the playground. So you would come down the sidewalk, and then you would dip down, and there was like a straightaway, and then right before you got to the back of the school, it dipped back up, and then there was like grass. Like if you didn't turn, you'd land in grass. So I got that bike, and it's only been a couple days since I've had it, and I was like, oh, we could go to the school and I could hit that ramp. That's exactly what I did. So I get to the school, and I remember I had all my friends there. They was all lined up to see me jump this ramp. It wasn't even a
You
ramp.
ate shit.
It was
didn't
an
you?
inclined
I-
sidewalk.
I hope you just ate it.
So I come around the corner, and I go down the first ramp. So I'm kicking it into gear, like I'm yelling out the gears as I'm going. So I go first gear, second gear, third gear, and then right when I got to the incline, my chain popped off of the damn bike. So I slid off like sideways on that middle bar, but I still hit the ramp. Bro, I got so entangled in that bike. All I remember is doing is just moaning. Like,
And that's when I had this great idea for this thing called backsets.
back sense.
Holy shit!
Only on Ben and Kel's podcast.
Dude, have you ever you get the wind knocked out of you, right? Fall on your back and you can't breathe. You ever had that before? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Somebody just punches you in the gut.
Oh, dude.
I don't recall
I used
it
to-
happening to me.
So the coolest thing, my grandma and grandpa, they had this itty bitty little town in Minnesota, right? And they had this old school dirt track, BMX track. Like it was wicked. Like you don't even see them anywhere anymore, right? They didn't have it in a big city that I lived in. And I took my bike over there. Well, the first jump, you got that incline where you kind of start off, you got a good kickoff, and then you got this first jump. But you can normally just launch at this first jump, right? Well, I was like going with a bike that was a little bit too small, so I can kind of do wheelies and have a little fun with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tried to kick too hard off this jump. So the ramp drops, I go down, I fly off this thing, and I jump. I try to get as much air as I could. The bike goes one direction, I go straight up in the air, and I go wham on my back, right?
Did you make that sound?
But
That's like the funniest sound.
right, couldn't catch my breath, right? So this nurse is there, luckily. One of the kids that were there, his mom was there. She kind of got me back going what I was doing, right? And her husband was looking at me kind of with the wide eyes like, dude, are you good, right? The wife's like, he'll be fine. Just sit down, whatever. So I sit down by this tree, just kind of catch my breath. And the guy goes, dude, that was awesome. Your bike went like 40 feet away from you.
Gee.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
I still can't breathe that good. I still can't breathe that good.
Yeah, it took like an hour to get my breath back.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So who's got older brothers or maybe older sisters?
I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger
I'm the
sister.
oldest, yeah.
I'm the only boy.
Oh, all right. So you didn't have to deal with your older brother like coming home from school and like wanting to kick your ass every day, right?
No.
My sisters
right.
did that shit.
So my older brother, right? He started wrestling, and then
Oh, there you go.
he would go to wrestling practice, and then he would come home, and as soon as he'd come home, I'm just upstairs in the living room minding my own fucking business, watching TV, and this motherfucker comes in and goes, "Hey, let me show you what I learned today." Turn you into a fucking pretzel, and that's how it was all fucking day,
Oh,
like
no.
every day, right? So when it came time to start messing around with my younger brother, my older brother goes to college. So now my younger brother's coming home from school, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to start, passing down the ritual of kicking the younger brother's ass kind of thing, right? So this is what I'm doing with my younger brother all the time. And then we got to a point where I actually had him pinned down on the ground one day. I had his arms like flared out in the sides. I had my knee in the sides of his biceps, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here and I'm slapping him in the face, and he starts yelling and screaming. He's like, stop, 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 stop. And I'm like, what? He's like, he's looking at me dead in the eye, and he's like, one day I'm going to be bigger than you, and I'm going to kick your ass. And I said, wow, that's nice, Mikey, but you know what? What? That day ain't today. And I just kept on going, right? Now, fast forward, like, I don't know, this is like 10 years. I'm over an I&I duty in Washington State. So you got Washington State, you got New Jersey. The only time I was going back to New Jersey was during Christmas time, right? So my younger brother starts playing football. Now, he's playing on the defense. This kid's eating like 10 fucking Big Macs like a day and like a gallon of ice cream, everything that he can to just pack on fucking weight, right? So he's got hands, so like his fingers are like the size of corn dogs. So I'm coming home.
Was he strong or was he kind of fat
dude,
boy?
He was just fucking. He was just big, dude. He was just big. So he's still shorter than me, but he was just big. He had all the weight. So, you're in the Marine Corps, you're young, you're cut, you're this, you're that. You really don't have any fucking, like, size unless you're going to the gym. This motherfucker's just fucking huge.
Yeah.
So I get home, and we're just sitting here, we're chilling out. We're having a beer, we're just getting fucking drunk, and I'm like, this is why I'm still smoking. I'm like, hey, man, it's like 32 fucking degrees out. It's fucking freezing, man, but I'm going to go outside and smoke. He's like, all right, well, let's go, because I'll smoke with you. I'm like, you don't smoke, dude. He's like, listen, man, you're home. I'll smoke with you. And we're fucking drinking. Let's go outside. I'm like, all right, cool. So we get on the front porch, man, and we're just sitting here. We're drinking, fucking smoking, blah, 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 blah. And I said, Mikey, listen, tell me something, man. I said, when you were fucking playing, you were a fucking monster, bro. How the fuck were you getting through the line like you did? And he just stopped and he looked at me. And it's like, all of a sudden, it's like this guy that was like, he goes, you really want the answer to that question? I'm like, yeah, man. He goes, every fucking time I was looking at the guy I was going to kill, I pictured your face.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, yo, dude, what the fuck, man? He's like, dude, do you realize how much fucking torture you put me through when we were growing up? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I said, was it blame fucking Darren, dude? That motherfucker was kicking my ass every fucking day. I don't fucking blame him. You're the one that was kicking my ass.
Oh no!
And
And he's a big dude too.
Dude, he was a monster, man. And I'm like, holy shit, this is going fucking downhill fucking quick, man.
Where's mom and dad at?
Yeah. So then he goes, where did it go? He says, he goes, oh, you remember that time that you had me fucking pinned on the ground? I'm like, what are you talking about? You had me pinned on the ground. You were slapping me in the face, and I told you to fucking stop. You remember that? No, dude, not at all. Obviously, I remember like it was fucking yesterday, right?
No, not really.
Not in the fucking slightest bit, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's like, yeah, that fucking day has come, dude. And he starts rolling his fucking sleeves up.
No way.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, Rob, you better fucking think of something, dude. You're about to fucking die. Because, my brothers, it's no fucking joke. Like, when they start fucking going at it, man, you better come up with fucking something or you're getting fucking hurt. Yeah. So, we're getting up and we start walking toward the front lawn and I'm like, oh, man, all right. Okay, well, this is about it. I didn't even fucking write a will, but
this is where I die.
I'm about to fucking die. So, all right, motherfucker, here we go.
So how old are you guys at this point?
I was in my kind of mid-20s. He was just about hitting his 20s. Like,
so he had
early 20s.
10 years of hatred built up.
Dude,
at this
he
point.
had a fucking lifetime of fucking hatred built
yeah.
up. So he's like, I'm telling you, dude, it's fucking freezing out, like fucking freezing. Like any bit of water just instantly fucking turned ice. It was that fucking cold. So he's still coming at me. He's rolling his sleeves up, and I said, all right, Mike, listen. If you want to go ahead and you want this to go down, I said, I need to give you a little bit of a warning. He goes, warning? The fuck are you talking about? I said, you can go ahead, and I said, you can kick my ass all you fucking want. I said, but you better realize that there should be a point where you start to back off, because if you cross this line, I said, my training's going to fucking snap in, and I said, I'm just going to fucking kill you. And it's not because I want to kill you. It's because I'm fucking trained to kill, dude.
Start negotiating.
And he looks at me and goes, hold the fucking phone. So I can start kicking your ass. But if I take it too far, you're going to fucking kill me?
Yep.
I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking Marine, man. I said, what do
Yeah.
you think? You think we just sit around and play fucking cards all day?
Yeah.
And he was like, I said, you want to fucking go, motherfucker? I said, let's go.
Yeah.
I said, but here's the thing. I said, if I snap and I fucking kill you, mom's going to fucking hate me. Dad's going to hate me. Fucking Darren's going to, the whole family's going to fucking hate me. But, you want to go? Let's go.
Different fucking Marine Corps.
Yeah, way different.
So
Yeah,
different.
So he stops and he's like, fuck. Nah, I'm just going to go inside and get another beer. You want another beer?
Shit.
And I said, yeah, man. I said, I'll take another beer. As we're walking together, I said, I'm just going to sit right here. I'm going to light another smoke. I'll wait for you to come out. I said, if you want another one, I'll light another one for you. He goes, yeah, why don't you go ahead and light a smoke for me? I'll just go to the fridge, man. I'll be right back. I'm like, all right. As soon as I heard that front door slam, dude, I'm wiping fucking sweat. Like, what? Didn't even have time to freeze, bro. I'm just wiping that shit off my brow like, oh, my fucking God.
I almost died.
I'm going to
I
take
almost
every
died.
day as a blessing after this, because if he would have got his meat fucking cleavers on me, dude, I'd have been fucking dead.
And from that day forward, Rob's like, I'm a salesman. I need to sell
no,
stuff.
No, but here's the best part. So I wake up the next day. My next day, this is the next day I'm actually flying to go back out to Washington State. Like, tell our mother this story. Like, oh, is that what you fucking guys were doing again? 4 o'clock in the morning? I said, yep. And I said, look, this is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. This is what I told him. Blah, 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 blah. She goes, he actually believed that? I'm like, he bought that shit fucking hook, line, and fucking sinker, baby! So then, here's what happens. I fly. I go back out to Washington State, right? A year later, I'm coming back out for Christmas again. I land in Newark Airport. My parents have only ever been to the airport to fucking pick me up. Well, mom's there, dad's there. Guess who else is there? Mikey's there. I'm like, oh, what's this fucking guy doing here? So we get there and we're just hanging out, we're chilling out, and they're going. My parents are going out to the parking lot to go get the car. We're down at the baggage area. He's standing next to me like fucking like this is my bodyguard standing next to me, and he's just staring. He's just staring straight ahead, and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, I said, what's fucking I said, what's going on? I said, you're never here at the airport to fucking pick me up. Why are you here? By the way, nice fucking story you told Mom last year. I said, what are you talking about? I'm a Marine. I'm trained to kill people. Dude, I'm going to fucking kill you this time. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking die.
No, Mom.
Thank God I was able to kind of like divert the whole entire thing
Yeah.
while I was home that time. So yeah.
You want to go outside? Nope.
Yep. Nope.
You literally would have fucked your world
Dude,
up.
he would fucking kill me, bro.
Oh my
He would fucking
God.
kill me. Dude, I shit you not. Like, his fucking fingers are like thick as this fucking can, bro. I'm like, where does this kid get look at these jeans, dude. I got fucking, where did you get this shit from?
Dude.
From your dad.
He's got the German bloodline. I got shit on my side. Dude, he's got
Get in the chopper.
Yeah.
God.
What about that one? You know what I'm getting at. The Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh, are you talking about Berlin?
Berlin.
All right, you want to
yes.
divert back to this
Let's
one. Okay.
go back. This is
All
so
right.
funny.
So, here's the thing, right? So, I don't know if are you still there?
Yeah, he's there.
So when you go on MSG duty, right? When you get to each one of these locations, that was it was for me. I don't know what it was for you, but when we got there, you were required to go to these
step-ins.
No. They're when you're language classes, right? So you can learn to speak like the local language, right? So
Nope, not anymore.
not anymore. Every time I
Different-
fucking bring up a
different-
story,
Is you
nope,
like,
not anymore. What about it? Nope, not anymore.
Different
Fucking
wrinkles.
nothing.
Old.
They don't even have fucking Marine bars anymore in the house.
Nope. Not
Anyway,
anymore.
so we get out here, right?
Different
And
Marine
they're,
Corps.
they're trying to teach us, like when I got to Senegal, they're trying to teach us French.
Right.
Anybody, any of you guys try to study French?
No.
Okay, French is fucking fucked up. Like, I tried as hard as I could to fucking speak French. I couldn't fucking do it. It's just talking backwards. But these
talking backwards.
these people out here, they were speaking like 5 different languages, and they were speaking them like all at the same time.
Yeah.
They were speaking Wolof. They were speaking Pular. They were speaking French. They were speaking English. They were speaking Spanish. And they were speaking some other shit. But they were sitting here like blah, 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 and this blah, 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 all different
Everywhere.
languages all at the same time. And I'm sitting here like an asshole just trying to learn how to parlez-vous franc what? I'm trying to learn a phrase, right?
Right.
The woman that I'm married to right now, my wife, when we've known each other since we were 6 years old, right? So we went to the same middle school together. We went to the same high school together. So she was telling me that while we were dating, right, I took French in high school. I didn't take any foreign language in high school. She did. And I'm like, well, she's learning French, so she knows a couple fucking things in French, right? So I'm over here in Senegal, and I'm talking to my driver. I'm like, how do you say this in French? Or in French, whatever. And he's like, ich blam blah 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 de bleu. I'm like, ich blam blah blah blah. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm saying. All right, well, how do you say this? Well, you say it this way. You say this way, and you say it this way. So I got like maybe two or three full sentences. I'm calling her from Senegal like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. She answers the phone. As soon as she picks up the phone, I'm like, and she's like, hello? Did I say that shit wrong? Hello? Click. But fucking hung up on me? Call back. She answered the phone. If from them de
My
she
man put on a
fucking
German accent.
Right.
she hangs up on me again. So I call back a third. And this is when you still got to pay for this shit too. So now I don't I don't remember what I was down by. But she answers the phone this time, and I'm like, "What the? Why are you hanging up on me?" She goes, I didn't even know this was you. I said, you told me you took freaking French in high school, and I'm over here, and you fucking hang up on me. I don't remember any of that shit. What are you doing to me? So I couldn't get this shit down. I absolutely couldn't get it. But when I got to Berlin, it was a totally different story. I know a couple good lines in German, and there's a couple good stories that this is going to lead to, right? So when we're sitting here going through these German classes, right?
Right.
Nobody could really get it. Nobody could understand how to put it together. And I said, listen, why don't you just do it this way? This is all we need to do. We just need to learn these phrases, but let's just talk like Arnold. Let's just draw in the accent like he would do it. And then we can get the accent down and just do it perfectly. And it's just so good, yeah? And they were like, that is a fucking great idea. Let's do that. So the more we started doing it, the more we started learning actually how to speak German.
Oh, shit.
So we had this girl. I don't know. I'm going to say her name now, but her name was Ines, right? So she originally was from Austria, but she was one of the local poet side now. So she was one of the girls that used to come to the house all the time. So we're sitting here on like a Friday night. We're all just sitting here drinking, and I said, "Hey, Ines, I need you to say something for me." She goes, "What do you want me to say, Rob?" I said, if you don't mind, can you just say this one line for me? What do you want me to say? I just don't get it. I said, all I want you to say is, I want the Uzi 9mm with the laser scope sighting. Can you say that? She goes, what? Why do you want me to say that? I'm like, I just want you to say. She's like, I'm not going to fucking say it, Rob. I said, all right, cool. So we're sitting there, we're drinking. We got another hour goes by, and all the Marines are all sitting there like, hey, man, look at Ines, man. She's kind of fucked up. You should ask her again.
She don't say it.
I said, oh, hold on. You guys, come here. Just sit right here. I said, hey, Ines, what's up? She's like, what's up, Rob? I said, come on, you got to say it for me. Please say it for me. Said, okay, I'll say it. What do you want me to say? I said, I want the Uzi 9mm with the laser scope sighting. What is this for? I said, I just need to hear you say it, please. And all the fucking guys are sitting over here like, he is really going to get her to say it. Oh, my God, this is going to be fucking great. So they're sitting here. They got their drinks in their hand. And they're all sitting there waiting. She goes, all right, I'll say it. Would you want me to say again? I said, I want the Uzi 9mm with the laser scope sighting. I want the Uzi 9mm with the laser scope. Like fucking just like the fucking movie, dude. We start busting out, fucking rolling. And she's like, What is so funny? I don't understand what's so funny. And we pulled up the fucking, because we had it on 8mm. We had it fucking right there. She's like, you had me recite the line from Terminator? And I said, yeah, it's fucking beautiful, too.
You want to know why this is so fucked up to me?
Why?
Because I have a really good German friend who's coming out to see me in August.
You should do it.
You know what you
Oh, so
you
here,
know what you
okay,
gotta
so
say,
here,
right?
so here we go. This is going to be the best one for your friend. So now, fast forward like a couple of months, and we're all sitting out here at this bar, right? And there's 2 or 3 of us. But here's the thing about Germany, right? Especially Berlin. If you've never been there, it is the cleanest city that you're going to go to. Everything is on time. The people there are nice as nice can be. You're only going to run into like maybe 1 or 2 assholes. Like,
you were
really.
there in like 2000 and
Oh, here we go.
AB.
Things are different now, Rob.
It's totally different. I do the oozing on me, fuck off. So
My bad.
we're sitting. we're sitting there at this bar, right? We just start talking, and if they hear you speak in English, they want to come up because they want to practice their English,
Yeah.
right? So this dude comes up to me and goes, "Hey, excuse me, I just need to ask you a question if that's okay." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, man. What's going on?" What is this word bullshit? I said, "What do you mean?" Well, what is the word? How do you what does it mean? How do you use it? I said, bullshit, man. If somebody's lying to you, or you know that somebody's telling you something that's not true or whatever, it's just bullshit. And you're like, that's fucking bullshit, man. Oh, we don't have this word in the German language, so I don't know. Like, if we don't even have anything similar. I said, well, what do you call a bull? We call a bull a steer. I said, all right, what do you call shit? You call it Scheiße, right? Yeah, we call shit Scheiße. I said, there you go. I said, now you got steer Scheiße. Here's the thing, they don't get it. They fucking don't get it. Like, if you said that, what they're in their minds, they're just picturing a bull taking a shit. So they just don't get it. And we start going over this whole entire phrase, and we just sat there and I said, look, you're drinking Coors, right? So if you're telling me that you're drinking Coors, but it's not Coors, like, I can see that it says Coors, but you're telling me that you're drinking Miller Lite, that's fucking bullshit, man. You're fucking lying to me. And so I'm looking at you going, hey, man, I'm drinking Miller Lite. I'm like, das ist die Scheiße. The whole fucking bar just starts fucking laughing because all they're picturing in their heads is this bull just taking a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, das ist Stierscheiße. It's bullshit.
Did he ever get it?
They finally got it.
There you go.
So if there is a word Stierscheiße over in Berlin and it is carried on, I created that one.
That's dope. That's dope.
There you go.
So bullshit's now part of the nomenclature up there for you.
You know what's
Das
crazy
ist
about this
die
story?
Scheiße.
It's like the difference between like his generation and my generation. We have internet, so like you can come. You
wow,
can come
he just
through
called you grandpa.
Whoa, no, whoa! I
I'm the
didn't say
oldest
all
motherfucker
that.
in here.
I'm just
Are
saying.
you
it's-
really?
Yeah. I'm going to be 52 in about a week.
You can take that. I'm about to be 42 in about a week.
Yeah. Larry's like, so I got to change my diaper real quick.
He's like, I'm about to be 12 tomorrow.
Wow.
I don't want to grow up.
I got internet. Well, guess what? We had internet in Dakar, Senegal, and it was like,
Weren't you guys writing letters?
Yeah. You remember this? Ba-ding. You got mail.
that's right. That's what we're using.
Yep.
I remember that stuff when we always tried to go online. So we had AOL back in the day, right? Like everybody else did when we were old guys, right? I was go to the AOL chat rooms and just talk to people, meet people, girls, whatever. I remember one time I was going on there. This one girl's from New York, and she wanted to talk at like 2 a.m, and I'm from Minnesota, right? Like, all right, whatever. Well, you can't just sneak on the internet back in the day. It's not like your phone, right? So we had the one desktop downstairs in the living room kind of thing, and I had snuck downstairs. My mom's still sleeping. All right, cool. So I get downstairs, click on AOL, and I had a blanket ready, the thickest blanket I could find for the So I threw it over the tower of the computer, trying to shut it up.
Bro, it was awful. It was awful, bro.
It's just like
They used to give us like free.
the free 30-day or 30-minute AOL
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that stuff, or like this big tap board, the
Or yeah,
keyboard.
Juno. You remember Juno?
Juno.
Yo, Juno was free in the early '90s or in the mid
We're
'90s, late
talking
'90s.
AOL, like
No, we had Juno.
fuck is Juno?
Yo, it was free. I don't know.
Yeah, we had net zero. There was,
Yo, net zero's a thing too.
I remember net zero.
and then you had to pay for it. And it was like, what the fuck is net zero then? What are you doing with zero? I guess what, dude? I paid $34.99 a month for fucking net zero.
Yeah. Well, the AOL did it by time. Remember that? So you're like, oh, you've got 15 minutes left. Like, oh shit, I gotta buy more time.
Yep.
You know, or you remember?
Like, hey, email me. I can't. I don't have no more minutes.
I don't got more. Or remember cell phones back in the day?
Yeah.
You'd have like 300 minutes and unlimited text or something
Bro,
like that.
yeah, you would have to.
But
work
but
that.
after 8 o'clock, you got unlimited minutes. So 8 o'clock, you're like 3, 2, 1, click, call your best friend.
Yep. And just fall asleep with the phone on.
Because we can
Yep.
just keep talking all night long.
Oh, and to talk about Berlin real quick too. Remember I was telling you about that deck commander out there at that time?
Yep.
All right, so check this out. So we had another.
Yup.
Yup. Did you guys have faxes? Remember fax? It was like fucking.
On the ream of paper.
You're talking about a paper that came through a machine from another place?
No, man, I'm talking about the drink, dude. It was like.
Oh, I
fucking,
thought you were
like,
talking about a
Oh,
fax.
huge
no.
can.
No, we ain't had that.
You didn't have fax?
No.
All right. So anyway, so fax was
Disregard.
dude. Like this was like I don't even know how big this can was, dude. It was sick, but it was like a. Oh man, what was? It was kind of like a malt liquor out there.
Oh god.
But
Gotcha.
you're drinking a fucking like it's a monster
40.
can. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yo, but Rob, did you have the AM
So-
PM?
Huh?
You have the AM PM?
AM PM. No.
Yeah, so that they would shut down for like 1 minute and then open it back up at like they'll shut down at 5:59 and open up at 6 a.m.
Why?
Because they had to be shut down for at least a minute.
That's so
So you just
So it
you
could
just
be
walk
24
outside and walk
hours?
back in. Yep, can be 24 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But we had this thing this liquor that was there was called fax, right? So we had this guy that was leaving, and he was a really cool guy, and I'll tell you about Mr. Lamb here in a second, but. He was leaving. He was one of these guys that if you needed anything, Lamb was there. He was taking care of you. But it was kind of sucky when he left. He was that guy that we wanted to make it memorable for him, like when he left. So
Yeah.
I was talking to the other Marines, and I said, "Listen," I said, "here's what we're going to do. We're going to take him out back. We're going to put him in the circle, like right in the middle of us, and we're just going to fucking douse his ass in fax." And then, we're just going to fucking cheer him on. Like,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's a good
Yeah.
celebration.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So this asshole that we had there was totally shut it
I
down.
love how you point out Larry when you say asshole. That's
He said
great.
this asshole.
So,
Fucking-
but he once he caught wind of it, he came right outside and he was like, "You're not gonna-" like me and him were just like I was telling him the story earlier outside. Like anytime I tried to do something, that motherfucker tried to shut me down. But when he heard about this, he said, "No, we're shutting this one down." So. I was telling the Marines because they kept coming back and going, "He's not going to let you do it, man. He's not going to let you do it." I said, "We're fucking doing it anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to get yourself in trouble, dude, like for doing so." I said, "I don't give a fuck, dude. This is Lamb. We're going to fucking send him off the right way."
Yeah.
So we brought him outside. We all put our freaking cans in the air. We're celebrating him. And I was like, "Dump it!" And then everybody just fucking dumped it on.
Nice.
The people, the embassy staff that we had there, they were all out there. They're all cheering it on like, "Yeah!" He was inside. By the time he came outside, he had a fucking conniption, man. He came, "I fucking told you not to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Now
Really?
you're just making it look bad, blah, blah, blah."
Oh,
Yeah,
my
dude, he was a
God.
fucking asshole.
It's like traditional. This is cool stuff there. Yeah.
So
You know?
it was my time for my going away, and we had a DJ that worked with us. He worked in the postal section at the consulate, but he was a DJ.
Is that Shelly Shell?
Shelly Shells?
Yo,
yeah.
Shelly Shell,
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
How do you
dude.
know this?
'Cause he
Shelly
was
Shell
there.
still makes music and still DJs.
Really?
Yeah, Shelly
This
Shell.
this was
That's
I have her
funny.
on Facebook.
every
Wow.
single time. Like we had to go. Like you probably, if you talk to him, he'll remember this.
Shelly Shell's like, I've been doing the ball for 87 years.
Yeah, he plays softball. He's one of these guys. He's an American over there.
Dude,
The
I
guy
love
will
him.
never fucking leave.
Yep.
But anytime that we had an event at the Marine House, he was there. Like he was setting all his shit. He was the DreamWorks guy that
Yeah.
was just setting shit up there. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like a surprise party for me.
Yeah.
So when I came off a shift and I came into the house, like I was like, "Oh wow, this is fucking cool." So they're throwing me my party, and they're all telling me like, "Look, man, you got to come outside." I'm like, "Man, we're gonna play this shit out, right? So you're gonna put me in the middle of a fucking circle. You're gonna fucking dump me with fucking facts." And I'm like, "This is all right, whatever. I'll go for it." So we go outside. Everybody is in the backyard. And we got one of the guys that jumped on the mic and said, hey, fucking Staff Star Farrell, he's here. He's here, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. And he starts going over a couple things. And he looked at Shelly, and he was like, all right, Shelly, hit it. And he just blared that fucking song, You Dropped the Bomb on Me.
Oh, nice.
You
Yeah.
dropped the
Dude,
bomb
because
on
of
me.
that
Yeah.
fucking inspection, and I dropped, dude, I dropped the fucking atom bomb on that motherfucker when we had time for that thing. And as soon as I heard that song, they're all out there. The embassy staff was, you dropped the bomb on me,
Jeez.
baby. And he's over there in the corner just mad, dude. He's gritting his fucking teeth like, I can't wait for this fucking guy to leave. And as we're going, fucking bomb on me, baby, fuck off.
God.
Good times.
That's awesome. Stuff like that you can't get away with that kind of stuff nowadays,
No.
man. It's even Larry's like, no, man, this shit sucks. You know, it's so different now, man.
Well, it just depends on who the boss is. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but
So like
still,
you
it's
can,
like,
Yeah, but most times you don't get guys like fucking that, man. Like it's when you're out on net duty, you're talking about like the cream of the crop, man. Like the best of the best is out there. I don't know how this motherfucker like got through the crack. I really don't.
right?
Yeah.
my board was
Shelly Shell, that's funny.
8 seconds at the schoolhouse.
You're bored.
Yeah, so at 6 weeks, you have to have a board in front of a bunch of people,
You know?
and then you walk in and you address yourself and everything like that, and then you just go. You know, they say, "Hey, I like you," or they start talk. They like talk to you about some stuff. They said, "Hey, you're good," and then they let me out. That was that
That's
simple.
it.
Oh my God, no, never would like that when I was in, man. You'd have a board. They'd ask you all kinds of dumb questions. You know, just stupid shit. You can just, and the thing was back in the day is like if you can just make something up, but if you're confident on it, cool, they got you. That's what the Marine Corps kind of fucked up. If you are confident in your order or your opinion, you can move forward on it. You don't have to be a good Marine. You don't have to be a good shooter. You don't have to know your job. But if you knew how to bullshit your way through something, you can get promoted. What color is the sky?
What's
Purple.
The word?
Hmm?
Instead of bullshit.
Steel Shiza.
Steel Shiza.
It's like, what color is the sky? It's purple. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, cool. You got promoted. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I've known a couple people that got dumb crap like that got through.
Well,
Gee.
this is one of those B-bill. It's one of those opportunities, man. Like, if you had the opportunity to go and you were picking between, like, drill instructor, recruiting, or MSG, like, MSG was the one to actually pick, man,
Yeah.
at that time because we had a fucking blast, bro. My first day when I checked in at the Car Senegal, I was telling him earlier, our gunny that was running the show out there, Gunny Davis, never forget this guy. This guy, like, he took care of everybody, knew everybody's job. He did everything. But he was also the guy that used to like to rib people too, like all the time. But the guy that was on post with me that was teaching me, like, you know, where all, you know, you push this button, it activates this. This what does this. This is what does that, blah, 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 blah. Well, Gunny Davis was walking out, and he had one of the guys in the computer room. And at that time, he was a big boy, dude. He was over like 300 pounds. And Gunny Davis was like 110 pounds fucking soaking wet. He was just a tall string bean. But Gunny Davis was in front, and this computer guy was right behind him, and he's knocking on the bulletproof glass on his way out. And he's looking at both of us, 'cause you can't hear anything out there because you're in a bulletproof box. But he's looking right at Reichner. He's giving him the finger, and he's smiling. And he's like, ha ha, yeah. Hey, you want to see something cool? I said, yeah. He goes, watch this shit. And he's watching it as he's walking out. So he goes through the first door, and as he's going to the second door to go outside, it's not a hardline door, but it's got a mag lock on it. So he's watching him as he's going. He's looking at me, and he's like, all right, Raj, watch this. Ready? And he fucking magged it. But Davis was turning around at the time, and he's looking at the computer guy, and he's got his arm sticking out like he's going to hit that fucking bar to open the door. And he's walking there having this conversation, like, he pushes the bar, doesn't go anywhere. He walks right into the door, and then Frank, the computer guy, walks right behind him like he wasn't even paying attention.
Squishes him like a
Squished him like a fucking grape.
God.
We're on post just fucking laughing our ass off. He goes, I'm a fucking dead man. I'm going to tell you that right now. Give him about 3 seconds when he starts to recover. And all of a sudden he stops and he turns around. And he looked right at fucking Reichner. And I'm like, oh, my God. He goes, yep, I'm a fucking dead man. And he looked at him and he goes, fucking kill. just lip reading him through the glasses, like I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yep, know what he said. Yep.
And he's walking out through, and he's holding his ribs like son of a bitch.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's funny. Look, man, we can talk Marine Corps stories all day, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But we gotta start wrapping this thing up, bro. Rob, thank you so much for coming down, bro.
Yes, man.
You are always welcome here. If you want to come back, let me know. We'll
I'm
schedule another
sorry, I
time.
got to the funny
Give me
stories
some.
at the end, man.
No,
but
you're good to go.
There's,
You're good to
there's,
go.
there's definitely a lot more.
It's well, people don't know. Like when you like we were talking earlier during break. Like with me and you just talking, it's different. When you got the headphones on and a microphone in front of you, it's like, oh, this is kind of different, But it takes a little bit to get used to it. But yeah, man, you're 100% welcome here anytime. We'd love to have you back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you
Thank you,
guys.
See you later.
Take care.